told y'all cocaine was a powerful drug. Even the kids done got on. You heard all that hollering? Something going on. You know. All right, everybody alive? Yes, sir. All right, that's what you're saying. We'll be checking. Now, y'all got the fan blowing everything. It's nice and chilly here today. Yeah. You come in kind of hot box. That mean y'all been working. Y'all was trying to delight yourself in it. That's what you're supposed to do. He definitely worthy. I don't know what other people think about you. You ain't got nobody better to serve than Yahuwah. Only makes sense to do what he tell you to do. I heard a man say one time in church, it's right to live right, it's just wrong to live wrong. Can't be no more self-explanatory than that. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. So we here trying to make right before it's everlasting too late. Isn't that right? The corona number still going up daily. Ain't nothing changed with that. And man ain't gonna change. All of he not gonna be relenting. He not relenting on them either. Nope. Man gonna keep paying for what he doing. That's right. As long as man continue to be hard headed, Mr. You're gonna continue to punish him. Isn't that right? Till he take man down. That's right. Man gonna have to learn. Come tomorrow, they gotta go to there. They gotta play in Washington D.C. Put up all them nice, expensive gates and have security and police ready to fight other police. You don't have no Blue Lives Matter coming out, do you? Nope. Nobody condemn them sorry crackers when they come up there and do what they're doing. Isn't that right? Come to my house, it'll be a blast fest. Ain't that right? I don't know how they let them do it in their house. That don't even make no sense. Man, come here and tell me, take your gun, bust your head, beat you in the head with your billy club, take your flashlight, take all this stuff, and you still let them go home. Then your former president tell you that these people were peace-loving people, and he loved all of them, they're wonderful people, and wrongly prosecuted. I ain't seen Blue Lives Matter come out yet and say nothing. Soon as somebody black gets shot and it's an unjust killing, Blue Lives Matter hit the line. Blue Lives Matter, black life, blue life. I ain't seen one Blue Lives Matter march. I ain't seen one Blue Lives Matter. The police officers done went on TV and cried their heart out on how they felt like they had been through war. I think 2 of them killed themselves, suicide. 3 committed suicide. Still ain't seen Blue Lives Matter. All that stuff only matter when it's white people. Isn't that right? That's how they formulate against us. I don't know why they let them come up there. The FBI said they got chat on them saying they're going to come up there and kidnap police, and they still going to let them come. Yep. They just got to be ready. Let me see. You can go on your phone and say you coming to kidnap police officer, and they still going to let you come. Only white people. Only white people. It just boils your blood. It's like, so what's all this special care? What's all this defense senators and congressmen? As soon as somebody black gets shot and black people march, that Black Lives Matter group. They hate America. You know, they hate white people. So who do these people hate that came on on January the 6th? That's right. Why we yet to find anybody to condemn these people? You got all kind of funds raising money. You know if you raise money for somebody that killed police officer, they gonna come and kick your door in and lock you up. Oh, yeah. Go start a GoFundMe page for somebody black that killed a white police officer and sit on they snatch you up and kick your door in. Only white people can do this. I continue to add people of color. Why we still here? Yeah. It's time to let them have it. We can't win. I mean, watch tomorrow. They'll come out there. They're going to listen. You won't see the police agitate them, get aggressive. They're going to let them people talk. You know what they're going to say? That's their right. See if they come up with a 10 o'clock curfew, 8 o'clock curfew for white people to go home. Them white folks whooped them up, tore up the nation capital, and they have video on YouTube showing them going out to eat. Yeah. Sitting in restaurants, getting on buses. Loading their stuff up, going back home. Nobody, they should have met them at the bus. That's right. You're under arrest. That's right. You ain't going nowhere. How you let these people leave and go? Listen, on the street drinking, no curfew, no nothing. Only white people. We get treated so bad in this country. It's just like, why we here? Right. And then we get questioned with everything we do. Go put a shirt on say Black Lives Matter. Shh, I got some terrorists. What the terrorists got? They saying they lives matter. That's a terrorist? Somebody who said their life matter? That's where we at. What we gonna do? We've been here long enough. I'm tired. Ain't no need to argue with them. We need to separate, cut America right down the middle, let them have it. Everybody get a fair portion. I'm for that. Let white folk get a side. White folks is everybody who said they ain't black. Then everybody who said they ain't white come on this side. We gonna stop and check you now. Because we can't have them John look at us. Jesse know we're going to check him. Jesse just started acknowledging us. How many of y'all said we frisked Jesse before he come over that line? Even he said that, right? Just before we let him over the line. And he comes, I'm glad you have them pointed toes shooting. Oh. With the cockroach pitting on the tailbone, we're like, oh, no, we don't do it. Niggas, our roach is going to bomb our feet. You'll never see nobody black with no roach on their tip. You lift our shoe, look at the bottom, that's where the roach at. Isn't that right? We the only people can get a nightclub and turn up a little loud, I'm trying to bust the bricks out the building. How about I mess with him? That's that mean fella back there. Tim and Jaheed, they strong, they had it. Dwight can't take much. That Joe get on the ladder and jump crowd out like WWF. And he be living for a fight too. Probably come up just a T-Notcher. You know what T-Notcher at? Where's a T-Notcher? T-Notcher. Yeah, that's a teeny, like what about teeny weeny piece? When you start, man, I ain't gonna tell how much food got embezzled out that restaurant. People don't know I own a restaurant. Me and my wife, we done did so many different. We done had a restaurant. The bear closed that thing down. That man burned up about 5-6 slabs. How many reels you burned up in there? You turned into crackling. Man, I had a warmer. We had a warmer when you walk in the kitchen. Listen, that nigga took about 6 slabs of ribs, stuck with that warmer and left them on all day. I seen that thing. I'm trying to figure what's in that warmer. I went there on that thing real. I picked them up. Listen, you do a rib. That's how. I said, this man done burned up 6 slabs of ribs, done dried them out of burner. I said, what are we gonna do about that? I said, this coming out your check. Oh, you docked that check. That man took a call-in order one day, man. We were getting ready, I had to come up now. Listen, man, I did so much, man. I was working, driving trucks, get through. Had to come up there and close that night about 11:30, get closed. I'm tired walking down like, man, get out of here. He's standing around there, just standing by the camera. I said, come on, man, I gotta go. He said, look around. I said, hey, I gotta go. What you doing? I'm waiting for a call-in customer. I said, come, look on the cabinet. I see some stuff. I saw that's a pretty good hit right there. Man got about 400-500 wings sitting up there. That man got chili split. That man got family fries stacked up in there. I'm looking, listen, I did a whole other thing, the family fries. I'm looking at things. Look, I said, man, call them people and tell them to come on. We finna close. I said, hey, call them and tell them we finna close. We finna go so you can come. I don't have the number. I said, you don't have the number? I said, you took a call-in order and you cooked all this stuff, you don't have a phone number? He said, I know the voice when I hear it again. I'm like, are you serious? He said, I know the voice? You done cooked all these wing, chili, split, family fry, you know the voice? That Joe said, so. He said, what are we gonna do with this? You gonna let me have it? I said, nigga, I'll throw it in the trash before I let you have it. You done cooked up all these wings and family fries, and that man, and chili split, man, thought I'm gonna let him take it home. I know it could have been you called in. You think you been leave that place about 500 wings? Hey, about 4 or 5 chili split, family fried right there. So, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna let me have it? In the trash before I give it to you. Yeah, that boy took it down, boy. It was rough up now. We survived it. So I started out, y'all let them eat. Just go ahead, you can eat, you work him, so you can eat a meal. Then you start realizing these niggas eating a festival in him. There's another fat one in her name was Brooke. Between them two right there, they were weighing me out. We were funneling down. So I said, this how I do a half price. That best I do for y'all, let you eat half price. And man, go through all the stuff in the fry. They come eat the first thing they come where just dump them fries now. I start bagging them up because they were doing like that when they do it. Or order fried like they him. You know what I'm saying? I said, now I gotta bag these things up. I can't do that. So he had to pay for here. I come in there, he take all the fries out of the refrigerator and just throw them on top of the deep freezer by there. Scott, like he playing dice. I'm like, what you doing? I'm trying to find the biggest bag before I pay for it. I'm like, oh yeah, So then what he started doing, he started realizing that wasn't working. He was eating too much. His half bill was just as much as his whole bill. So then he came up with what he'd do is he put all the fries out there, take them, and take 2 or 3 fries out of each bag. I said, what? Like, I'm not hurting the company. I'm taking from them. I'm like, what? Wow, it was rough, boy. Every day you come to work, boy, it'd be something different. It'd be something different. But I done been through, boy. I done lost a lot of stuff around him. You know, it's interesting, though. Very interesting people. Very interesting people. You people are very interesting. See, that's what keeps me right at death's door. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that joke. Dangerous, my middle name. What's that little boy on The Lion King? That's it. But that sucked. They almost killed Simba. They'll kill me too. And that thing, but I'm gonna tell you something though, boy. What's his dad's name? Mufasa. When Mufasa died, and that little joke was sitting them big fat cartoon tears in his eyes. I ain't gonna say I cried. No. I'm not gonna tell that. We had a bad leak in our house, and asbestos in the ceiling, and what you call that? The asbestos they put inside that insulation. That stuff come down, that stuff hit me in my eye. I was thinking like, what in the world it did? And it looked like mainly it hit soon as Mufasa was dead and all the smoke cleared, and he was sealing his eyes. And on listen, a cartoon tear like a regular tear. That thing will touch your heart, man. A cartoon, that thing so water blue. I don't even like cartoon tear no more. You can't look at a cartoon tear in the eye. That thing will do something to your heart. With that asbestos up there. So how many of y'all kids cried on Lion King? I know more than that. That's it. But that's it. We still man now. That don't mean we ain't no man. But that thing do something to you. And then when somebody at the end, he walked up that little hill to take that product, the asbestos came back down again. The circle of life. That thing gets you, but listen. It's certain stuff you can't fool with, boy. Grass green, tree growing again. He walked up that hill, man, that asbestos just started coming out that ceiling. I said, boy, I gotta get them people here and fix this thing, man. How many of y'all cried on that man when he walked up the hill? Y'all know that thing touch your heart. You can't play with that stuff, man. Some of them cops, they need to tell somebody about that stuff. Them grown folk cries in them things, yeah. Them things I'm telling you when that thing tight, when you background and they get stopped up, and you feel kind of warm up in here, that man need to come get the asbestos out that ceiling. You can't, you gotta breathe to it. Yeah, that thing gets you, but asbestos strong in there. Woo! I'm back strong now. That's how you test it. And I heard that Toy Story pretty serious. I heard that. I think, did you, 3 made you cry? They did. They got 4 of them? Someone said 5? 4. Which one? Third one made you tear. Huh? Lionheart was tight. I don't know if I cried on Lionheart. I don't know about Lionheart. Lionheart! That thing, I had a asbestos problem one time, when he was on the ground and he told him to stay down, the money on a tiller. That Joe told him, wrong bit. And God, they were pretty tight and kicked him on that crowd and had that foot up and and the crowd. No, that was on kickboxing. And when a man kick you in the crowd with the that's pretty serious too. You don't remember that, right? Y'all didn't see Lionheart? You ain't never see it? Oh, you gotta watch Lionheart before you come back here after the Muhan. Now it wasn't. Real quiet. How you gonna be asking questions? Yeah, that Lionheart. How many of y'all seen Lionheart? They ain't make out. That wasn't pretty serious though when he told that man to stay down and told him the money's on a tiller. Santa, did it make you cry? Tear up. You ain't watch it right. You probably pregnant. Oh, the black. Oh yeah, he was crying. The nigga was crying. Yeah. I've been sorry. I just said, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get paid, man. That's all it is. I was gonna break you up. They don't need to finish. He was looking out for him though. Y'all see that? The nigga was looking out for him. You got whooped up either way, I was gonna take care of you. So you weren't gonna lose. You whip him, you win it. If you lost, I put the money on the tiller. So see that, they don't let you know, they'll look like the black man, he sold him out. I didn't say y'all nigga, I told you, we split it down the middle. See, the black man always look like the bad. How many of y'all thought he was a bad man for doing that? That type. You ain't never see it? That man say he gonna watch it tonight. They ain't no documentary. Always trying to get over. But then again, it might. No. Everybody's on true story. I'm sure I'll let you tell it. They got some stuff out there that kind of gets you. What else they got out there that make you cry? Toy Story. I'm gonna watch the Toy Story 3. Let me ask y'all this. Do I have to watch 1 and 2 to cry on 3? That's been said too much. You gotta watch 1 and 2 before you cry on 3. If you just watch 3 by itself, you gonna start crying. Or you gonna cry from the beginning, or it's gonna be spots and then you cry. Spot cry. There ain't gonna be no, I don't need no come on crying stuff. Bust out crying, ain't even seen the whole thing. They can let you build you up to a cry. Who else we got? Born in striped pajama. The boy in the striped pajama. Oh, about the Holocaust with the white folks. Yeah, I ain't gonna hardly cry about that one. Did any niggas die in that movie? Yeah, I ain't gonna bother me too much. Boy in the striped pajama. Y'all, how many of y'all cried when y'all seen it? Did one of them act like a nigga or something? Concentrate, so he didn't know how to think. Hold on for a minute. The pajamas is his concentration? You're the prison suit. He think it's look like pajama. Yeah, he definitely been a concentration camp because he's not thinking well. If he think those are pajamas, he don't know prison clothes. Yeah, he definitely need to be somewhere where he can think. Sit down by yourself. Blood sport. No, you don't cry no blood sport. The who? The Notebook. Don't watch that one. The Notebook. See, L out there said no. That you done seen it. You ain't seen it. He said no, ain't no cry. Who seen The Notebook? All right, Sandy, did you cry? That was you did. Did your eyes water up? Hold on, I know who it is. This how you know if it was a crowd. Hold on, Boston, did you see it? Did you cry? You tipped. Oh, that thing's serious. I gotta watch that one. I know for a fact, but if she teared up, that's enough me to say watch. That thing was strong then, wasn't it? We gotta find one of y'all look up one mate break Sandy down. Who you want to remember? You want to remember what you forgot? A watch? What is it? A watch to remember? Want to remember? A walk to remember? Oh. Just to say it got magic. Who's saying a walk to remember? Wow. I'm seeing people here doing like this, saying that. Just to say it got witchcraft in it. He says sorcerers and wizards. So it's a walk. So Lee said good. But Sandy said it down. She like, oh, that jump. They're right, said. He said, you ain't like none of the movie we done said. So what, did Daddy watch it? You ain't see it. So how you feel about it? So let me ask you, have you ever asked Sandy her judgment on movies? Like, what you think? Oh, y'all don't like the same movie? He with Justin. Oh my goodness. That's how me and my wife is. How many here husband and wife, y'all agree on the same movies? So that's good. You and Dwight agree on the same movie, that's sick. That joker, me, y'all agree on the same movie? Me and my wife don't. I already know she like done some old run off somewhere, some old crazy lady run off by herself, do something crazy. I be watching her, be like, what you watching this nigga for? She'll watch a Tyler Perry movie. I can't watch none with no Tyler Perry. When I see Tyler Perry, the only movie he did that was decent to me was Girl Gone. That little girl. Girl gone. Yeah. Yeah, when they talking about gone girl, then he left. I said, I hope that wasn't by Tyler Perry. Because remember, he left the movie. The other lady came back. So was the movie really by Tyler Perry in the Madea outfit? But yeah, that gone girl gone, however she girl, the girl is mine, Paul McCartney, that was a pretty good one. That's because you put some name actors in there. You need to go get them old chicken mess niggas and put them in stuff. Why them Joe Meet the Brown? I don't meet them niggas. That's the hardest cup I've seen in my life. I ain't never watched that food. Let me tell you something. The last thing that the so-called Negro need is another show with us in it being buffoons. We don't need it. No, we don't. Y'all know Florida and James actually didn't like JJ. They didn't like him. They didn't like that role he played. That's why she left the show. Y'all remember she left the show when she probably got married? She left the show for that. She said it didn't make sense to have that boy being that stupid. JJ was dumb. You saw how his career went? Exactly. They did. James hated him for that stuff. They couldn't stand him for that. Him and James never talked. James didn't talk. He felt like he made too stupid. Yeah, too stupid. You let these people make a fool out of you. They were strict. And both of them, the reason why they got along so well, because both of them felt like these shows actually degraded us. And it didn't make us inspired from that. I grew up on Good Time and Fred 7. I loved the shows at the time. But it was because we didn't pay attention to they were actually dumbing us down to a lifestyle. It made it like being poor. $5, I can get 6 Big Macs. And you're like, wow, $5. You know what I'm saying? They had like the world in it. You know what I'm saying? And then her mama give her a dime, 25 cents. She can call the police and she can catch a cab. You think about it, you like, man, it was really a horrifying show for him. I mean, the walls were dirty. Jay, that pants stayed half torn. You close the door, you'll see a pocket with torn in the back. Everything got slammed the door, thing didn't work out. I got laid off on another job. It was really a depressing show when you think about it. But the psyche of it was making a buffoon out of the oldest. You know what I'm saying? And that made us kind of look past the fact that this was a show about people that couldn't make it. Nothing really worked out. Everything was on a wing and a prayer in a sense. They barely skated through to get it and always say, it's like, you really look at it like, this is a depressing show, just like Fred and Lamont. The whole show was in the junkyard. We learned to laugh because Red Fox was funny, but they didn't look at, man, you really hurt a lot of our people. You know, while we try to entertain our people, we've done a lot of damage to our people. Martin, too, Martin did a lot of damage. I started watching Martin way before. I said, man, this nigga ain't went nowhere. He ain't got a car, whole thing in the apartment. I was done. I was just done with it. I was like, man, he ain't going nowhere. His girlfriend's smart. He's an idiot. She much too smart. His friend's an idiot. He just wasn't going nowhere. They always getting in the dumbest case. But I know we look to be entertained, but then at the same time, you got to look at the detriment of how many of our people are here. Because we typically aspire for what we see. They didn't set any means for us. They didn't put a standard for us in the thing. You were entertained, but actually just look at how they really hurt you. Because a lot of our people look at these shows. These shows built up ratings. Now, I think they said they built Seinfeld off of Martin. Similar from it. Yeah, he was out before Seinfeld. I don't think he was before Martin. I think they kind of stole some of the plot from Martin. Remember, now you look at Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld was stupid. Look, both his friends were stupid. Yeah, that's true. Most of this stuff happened in his apartment. Right. I don't know what these people thinking. Hey, but let me ask you a question. Everybody agree Kramer was stupid. Yeah. George was an idiot. Yeah. Jerry was broke. No. Jerry was an idiot. No. He was the brain. Yeah. Listen here. Kramer ain't working nowhere. You ain't never seen Kramer getting evicted. Yeah. Kramer had all that crazy stuff going on, cars, getting van. I mean, even when you call it comical, it never demeaned them. You see what I'm saying? I remember had a show, Elaine looking, and Jerry had all this money. You said, then he bought his dad a Cadillac. When these niggas ever bought something? JJ got money on the show 2 times. The last time he got money, the show went off. We never seen him. The first time he got money, it when he left the house because they got the TV stole, and he went to live with a friend who was gambling, and they were selling drugs. They were putting money back in. What happened? Everything went down here. He had to come back home broke. See, when these people set up shows for white people and other nationalities, it's never the way. George Lopez, his show was a comedy. Never demean Mexicans. His mama was a whore because she slept with everybody, but no, he was a supervisor at the plant. He ran the plant. You see what I'm saying? They give you a show, you don't even look at how they actually sit around and they demoralize you all the time. You have to be so conscious of stuff. I watch these people because I'm always looking at what's your intent. There's an intent, there's an agenda when they make your show. Everything they give you, look at Archie Bunker. Now you never seen Archie Bunker come home with a paycheck or anything else. All of a sudden, Archie go get, and he own up a bar. The racists own up and own his own bar, Archie's Place. They constantly growing, and they never let us get anything. George, the first person we ever had that they let black ever obtain anything on TV was George Jefferson.
That's true. That's right.
They made him stupid too. His white friend Tom.
Yep.
Mind you, he owned seven cleaning stores, went to 14 stores. That white boy lived in the building. All he did was work at the publishing company. Think about it, one job. You never seen him scuffling and going. George effed up his money. They had to fly to Hawaii to get it back. You never seen him come out asking George to borrow no money. He'll pull him out. He was always scared of Wendell, trying to kiss Wendell behind who owned the building. Never seen Tom run around. He like, I just seen Wendell. Wendell, you see me? I need to see Wendell. They always show you as a fool. I can tell you, girl, you remember that show, don't you? Every time you see these people, they always put you where you always scrapping or running or trying to kiss up. They never put you anywhere where you actually in control of nothing. Give me one of the black shows they give you that got something going on. Who? Not even practical. How many niggas y'all know the husband and the wife a doctor and a lawyer? How many y'all know them? How many y'all know them? How many y'all know a couple? One of them a doctor, the other one a lawyer. And they got their own practice. One person. There we go. One. Look at all these niggas in here. I'm just saying, it's somewhat impractical for us. It's not impossible, but they don't show you that. And there are people. We have plenty of people that are doctors and lawyers that are married or have, a high level skill position. It's just they don't allow you or you're not familiar with. You see what I'm saying? Because we tend to separate. If you're a person of color and you own some or you get some, you couldn't have gotten unless you kiss somebody behind. Yeah. They don't have it because they won't work. They won't put the unk behind it. They won't get out and socialize and learn how to meet people and learn how to position themselves. Everything I hear you do is about positioning yourself, even to come down and get in the Ruach HaKodesh. When you pull out, what were you supposed to turn to? Because it's about positioning. Where did Abraham send his benin when he got him out, when he put him out from him? He cut them off. He sent them where they can get a baraka. He sent them in the East Country because everything's about positioning. Come on, folks. We the only people who don't know about position. That is. Everything's about positioning. If you're going to win, if it's basketball, it's about positioning. If it's football, it's about positions. Isn't that right? We sit out here and we just, everything on the wing. It's because we have been programmed so long. I guess what we kind of fallen into the state of is somewhat being improvisational. It's kind of when you're starting to act spontaneous, which is dangerous because you're acting without premeditation, without any type of stimulation. So this is where white people are more or less position us to perform at, and that's what hurt us. You can't just do things on a wing. You have to think about it before you actually put it into play. And what hurt us, we're so reactionary to it hurts us. You got it? That's what they do. That's what they do, and that's why we're in the predicament we're in. And now you got to get somebody to come along and tell us the truth to try to, I watch some movies. I watch a lot more news, I think, than I watch anything. And I don't mind watching movies, but I'm always, when I'm watching, I try to go back and I might look at one movie more than one time because I'm trying to think about the real plot. What were you trying to get me to see? You took time, you invested millions of dollars because you just want to entertain me? Because you need to sell me something. Let me tell you something. Movies are paid for and sponsored by people. They're either paid for by people and corporations that look to achieve something from from the advertisement, from the advertisement, or it's people that invested in because they're looking to get profits from it because I see what you get ready to do to these people. And I want to play on it, and I want to make something from it. Y'all don't think about, how many of y'all don't think about when y'all look at movies? I do. You watch a movie, if they take a drink, I want to see if they ask for a particular kind of drink. Give me a Sprite. Then I know the Coke Foundation is working with this. I need to pay attention if he's drinking a certain beer and they show me the beer. If they ride by and they show me a Kinko's or a Wall, then I know all these people play the part. So this is a wild, crazy movie. I'm looking, do you know these people have folk, that people in their corporation that actually set back? If you come and I say, hey, listen, I'm looking to shoot a movie, I'm gonna come down, and your business is gonna be shown, you're gonna wanna see that script. That's right. You're gonna wanna see that script because this come up bad. If everybody start coming out and they start saying, we boycotting this movie, we not watching this movie got drugs and sex, it's promoting, some with our young people, it's detrimental to our community, then you know what those people gonna start watching? Who sponsored this movie? Because now we're going to protest you. Which means if you took the time out and you let them put your name, and you let them show your drink or show your cereal, y'all got what I'm saying? Any of this stuff, or you wore a polo shirt, or Izar, I need to watch that because I know you played a part of this. Y'all will watch your movie sometimes, watch a TV show, you'll watch a beer, you'll think it's a beer because it'll show you a color, but you pay attention, it's not that beer because they looked at, we don't want no part of this. We looked at this script and we know this can go bad. But if they put it on there, that meant they signed off. That's right. I had to watch stuff like that. I watch movies different ways than y'all watch it. I'm watching everybody. If it's a car, he keep rounding up and going. I'm gonna watch it because they can show you a car without showing you what type it is. I only show you the inside and the car moving. That's right. So I'm watching, what kind of car is this? Why do I know what kind of car it is? Because somebody from General Motors, Chrysler, from Ford, from Ferrari, from Bentley said, I looked at this script, I want a part. Yep. Show my car. Yep. Put me in it. I'm signing, I'm going along with everything in this movie. Y'all got it, I'm willing to ride this train. So you start looking at stuff that hurts you and that's detrimental to you. You watch these movies. Sometimes I used to do, when a movie go out, cut it off. Sometimes I like to watch credits. They call them credit. What bastard want credit for this? Who sat down and orchestrated the movie? Who did the soundtrack? Somebody picked the location. Why? There's never one person. There's a team or a person, chief person, that's in charge of location. That's in charge of wardrobe. That means you went to Polo. You got Levi to sign off on there. Hey, I got to get some clothes. I want to get yours to put in here. Let me see the script. What you want? This movie will only hurt people of color. This movie will demean Orientals. Hello? This movie will promote homosexuality. So I didn't know what shirt, what car, what bill, what chips were you eating? What was that candy bar? Well, it's kind of quiet now. That's how I watch TV. That's how I watch TV. I need to see. I need to know who did what. It's important to me. I know you know what? I think I had me some Minute Maid this morning. Oh, so Minute Maid played a part in this movie. Because there are people that watch and listen. There are people watch even till enough they pick up what type of watch you got on. What time is it? That's a Gucci watch. So Gucci didn't mind getting involved in because I'm looking at the plot. See, just like when you watch a movie and you start to pay attention to where I'm telling you how I watch and how I observe things, watch how many people play a part of what's going on around you out here. They invest in those movies. You think they don't invest in your community? To make sure you don't have the proper stores, the proper education? To make sure your school, no, they only put money into movies. Because that's where they make money from. They don't make money when community falls. They don't make money when communities grow. What you think the purpose of making numbers look big in white neighborhoods? It's not hard. All you do is take all the good stuff out of the black community. So where do the black people have to go to get the good stuff? You ain't gonna believe it. In the white community, the dollar is bigger. There's more industry, there's more growth, there's more business, there's more opportunity. You know why? Because they take everything from the black community and put it and funnel it into the white community to make everybody else to come to make their numbers look good and your numbers look bad. Because when you're gonna look at your store, well, I mean, look at your community. You guys don't put anything back in your communities. White people invest to do this to you. We don't know that. You can look at your neighbor, man, another store come, man, I got to get out of here, man. Nigga, man, this neighborhood going down. It's all a program. They purposely take them out. Niggas don't drive Mercedes and BMW. Do they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where's the nearest BMW Mercedes deal at? So where do these niggas buy Mercedes and BMW from? So who numbers look better, yours or theirs? See how they play you? You stop going buying them from them and watch their numbers go down. Because the people in the community are not the people that patronize those stores. It's the people that come to the community. Lennox ain't doing, everybody shopping in Lennox don't live in Buckhead.
That's right.
The people that flaunt to Buckhead, to the mall, to shop are people from other areas.
That's right.
You stop going, it will close. White people, I know y'all be so impressed with them. They make me so tickled. They make me so tickled. Because they mess the nigga mind that the nigga cannot think.
They can't think.
The nigga is the most irrational person you'll find on the planet.
Most irrational.
And because you're not, you don't look at the damage he does stuff.
Right.
The hatred that they say we harbor and we have is, it's understandable. I wouldn't subscribe to a group or organization that would try to teach me otherwise. Not to have a dislike or try to keep me from having a disconnect from him in this system, simply because I've been in this system and I watched the detriment of this system. You're still in it. And when we say you are, there's no way around him. The white man declared what's right and what's wrong at his will. See, when people went here on January the 8th, see, you yet to see a documentary of people come to really run them down. They don't even get insulted. They don't even feel bad. These people still show their faces. While they were criminals, they getting interviewed. They interviewing these people like they celebrities.
That's right.
These people are off of probation. Do you know most of y'all people, do you not know there is no such probation with federal? They don't have it. The minimum charge, they could come here right now and arrest you for a conspiracy. Do you know that? Conspiracy ain't you done it. Conspiracy is saying that you were conspiring. You didn't actually do it. That's 5 years. That is the minimum the feds have. There's no way these white folk walking out with no probation and they getting probation. And 2 years. They don't have it. So you got to ask yourself, how do they have it now?
Make up the rules when they want to.
They make it up at their convenience because it's not actually true. You have to accept it and make it a truth for you. See, you don't have to buy and subscribe to what white people tell you. That ain't hating white people. That's you loving yourself. Nobody ain't never taught us how to love ourselves. Who told us we had an option? That you don't have to accept. That you could sign out of. You can opt out of. They people do it all the time. How you think they come up with something they could put down as Jane Doe? Where you think they come from, niggas? Who name it Jane and Doe? Because when white people refuse to get a name, they tell them, they ain't give you my name. You guess what they write down? Jane Doe.
That's right. That's right.
You try it, nigga, and you'll never get a bond.
That's right.
It's going to be criminal for you. White people don't have to tell them nothing. And that's only because, listen, when you accept their rules and you don't stand against I'm talking about when the rules don't work towards your favor. We ain't talking about what you don't like. We talking about when things are set to hurt you. Y'all got it? And they've done so much damage to it. I don't see how we can continue to be a willing participant of the detriment of America. It's only hurt us. They've only done damage to us. And anybody who will stand to disagree with them, they will always demonize you. As soon as you don't like it, you must be Al-Qaeda. You just made it up.
That's right.
Ask them when the Al-Qaeda get started.
That's right.
What were these people before you gave them these titles? Do you know when you go in these countries, these folks have never heard of these people? Man, I watched them do a documentary one time, some people, they asked them about Al-Qaeda. They said, never heard of them.
Right.
They said, not until y'all start saying it.
That's right.
When you go into these people, they never heard of it. Never heard of it. They'll tell you something, though, the whole country is Al-Qaeda.
Right.
They make you hate people based off of what they told you. Let me ask you, when you ever met one?
Never had. Got a point.
When somebody walked up and said, how you doing? You said, how you doing? I'm ISIS. That's amazing. But you done met dirty white folk. You done met more dirty white folk than you done met ISIS and Al-Qaeda, ain't you? I know you have. But you overlook them. You talking about them other people trying to stab and destroy. They want to kill America. What them people want to do on January the 6th? The folk videoed themselves. They posting on YouTube. And you know who still got credit for that? Black Lives Matter. Everybody, didn't y'all see Black Lives Matter all going through there? Nope. Kill Whitey, kill Hunkett, kill Crocker. Didn't y'all see them? Nope. What they did was bought white masks and hair and came in there posing as white people. The fact that a white man would even let that come out his mouth and try to associate the Negro with them, that we are the ones that were actually there. That those people were peaceful protesters. It was a normal day on the job. People were hugging and laughing together. Of course they were, because they were in on it together. Exactly. They just came out with a lieutenant. They just got on that too. Y'all heard about it? With the Capitol Police. He didn't want to tell them to stand down. We knew that. Listen, ain't nobody no stupid. Them guys had order to stand. They had no anywhere, no police out let you say here talking about you can take his gun and you grab it for it, don't shoot you. Unless, I've been told y'all that, somebody told them. I know, it didn't make sense. One of them had enough sense, look at it, they trying to pull the door open, he shot through there and hit old girl. They be like, man, they closed the door back. Like, you right. Like, I don't care what y'all told them, I ain't the one. But y'all, listen, I refuse to let some white folks drag me through and stomp me out, I got a gun. It'll never happen. Drag me and stomp me. Are you serious? Man, please, I'd have shot when I seen it come across the grass. You turn that mall around real quick. Hold on, take the gun. Y'all build a new, then what I'm looking at. Once I see with nail and hammer, you put some platform. Then I see a singular pole going on and a rope. No, y'all stop it now. Where this going? You building a hanging noose right here in front of the front of the Capitol building? You telling me that we have police officers that's that dumb that you let them sit here and build this in your face and you were wondering what they were gonna do with it? These folks all in on together. Yep. Who get blamed? Black Lives Matter. Nigga go get, how many of y'all know somebody remember Black Lives Matter? How many of y'all relate to somebody from Black? Why do these white folk keep putting all that junk on us?
That's right.
I don't know these people.
No.
All we said is our life count.
That's right.
You don't remember that Black Lives? No, I'm just having to be a nigga saying I don't want to die.
That's right.
That crack right around with a Dixie flag, which is a direct violation in the U.S. That's worse than having, they've done more damage and killed more people than Al-Qaeda. When these crackers tell me they ain't gonna forget September 11th, they shouldn't forget the war in the 1800s.
That's right.
These the same crackers that burned stuff down, tore up stuff, and you talking about Al-Qaeda when they hit New York? Y'all folks, stop it. Wash your mouth out with soap. Then they ride around with the flag. You go put an ISIS shirt on and go jump around here and just ride around, see how far you make it. See you want your car get cut off. These jokers sit here and got in the front of state patrol cars in different southern states. These white folks wear it on here and tell you God made them one. The people that hit September 11 told you God told them to do that. Now you tell me what the difference between a Confederate flag and an Al-Qaeda. White boy don't like that. They don't like that. Come on. You know what? They never even, you know they're bad when you have all of your commanding generals telling you that every one of these military bases need to get the name down because these people are enemies of America. Yeah. Fort Benning, Brand, every one of these are dirty Southern crackers, Confederate crackers who refuse to fall under the Union. We the people, in order to form a more. How you ride around with a Confederate flag? How you let these people ride around with a Confederate flag? And you convince people that the Negro hate America. When this white man wears a shirt, who fought America? They fought America on America's soil and still proudly fly the flag. They should be arrested. That's right. In prison. Nobody want to talk about that. They'll pray for them. Pray for Al-Qaeda. Pray for ISIS. You pray for them, pray for all the rest of them. All of them done destroyed America. And now we trying to say, in the middle of this, all these people are working out and making deals. They make a deal with the Taliban. They told that the Taliban were prisoners, were enemies and all this stuff, and giving them money, giving them weapons. Where's our money?
That's right.
We've been the loyal people been here.
That's right.
Nobody did more for America than there wouldn't be no America if we wasn't here.
That's right.
Oh, y'all cracker be bad mouth sleeping with your sister.
That's right.
We fought them. We done it. We had to take up guns and fight for these people
Yes, sir.
who hated us and denigrated us.
That's right.
Demoralized. And now look at us now. Now he throws it back in our face. Tell her how grateful we ought to be here. All these opportunities we got. Only opportunity you got is to get shot.
That's right. That's right.
The best you can do is leave your family something. Nigga ain't got insurance, get in your car and ride in the wrong neighborhood and let a white police officer stop you. Then your family be taken care of. That's the only thing they got for to help you out. They gonna cost you your life though.
That's right.
Take our people down and kill them. Where all these white folk that come out here and help support when something wrong happened to us?
That's right.
Soon as we come out to march for George Floyd or march for Breonna Taylor, we got to be home at 7 o'clock. Water hole, smoke them out. White folk come out there, tap the Capitol, and they smoke the Capitol out.
Yep.
Pissed on the dead, defecated, took computers, took confidential files, snuck in military people.
Yep.
Yet to hear anything about it. You stole from the government. And they want to worry me about a rap about a PPP. You gave it to them. Make him pay it back. Why the man got to go to jail for 17 years? Rapers get out of jail quicker than murderers get out of jail. For you gave him $4 million, he bought something. Is he saying he ain't going to pay it back?
That's right.
How you go to jail?
That's right.
That's all I'm saying. America just ain't fair. They're going to say, he took from the government. He couldn't have took, he would have took from the people.
Yeah.
If it's mine, all I said, tell the nigga, man, pay me my money.
Right. It's our money.
Give me back our money. That's it. You said, man, F you. Then you going to jail.
Yeah.
Give him an option.
Yep.
Come on. We need another black man off the street.
No.
We talking about somebody ain't murdering, ain't robbing. Somebody paying child support, providing for his kids. What kind of future we going to put in his home? All them white folk that went to that Capitol are going home.
Yep. That's right.
These people got bonds and they were allowed to leave the country on federal offenses. Nigga get probation for bubble gum and can't leave off the street. Got the nigga walking around with a skip trace on his leg. Bounty hunter laying in the yard waiting on him for some bubble gum. Cracking on the stove. Confidential, top secret, Agent Orange material. Only in America. They ain't gonna never do it right till we start looking at and start acting right. I ain't talking about acting right for them. We're gonna have to acknowledge our Creator.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Ain't nothing gonna work out there till we acknowledge our Creator.
That's right.
I'm only angry because I'm angry at us too. Because none of this had driven us to a point to where we start looking at, it ain't about hating them, it's about hating the wrong that's done to us and then changing our position. And we change that by getting ourselves, and we need to strategize. We need to unite. We need to come together. The Negro need to talk.
Yeah.
I've been taught. We need to talk. Hey, we can't go out here doing that spontaneous no more. Let's just jump out here and go. You don't have a plan. When them white folk going up here, don't y'all know, they already know, they let them know they're going to do it. We putting gates up here. Y'all saw they let them know? Yeah. They ain't said we shooting when they got up. No, they know we can't stop them. They white. We going to just put gates up here. Then we told the National Guard, if we need you. Let me see. You need them last time, and they coming back, and they gonna be on standby. Call them, you need them. Why they there? They don't. Do they let us know they'll have them on standby, or they have them now before we ask? That's the part that insults us. These white folks ain't got nothing but options. All you got folks say, we don't stand by, we a phone call away. Why ain't you there? The last time they came, they killed people. Over 100 and some police officers were injured. Over 100, and we have heard nothing from Blue Lives Matter. Them officers got hurt, ought to be done with them. I wouldn't give a dime to them. I said, so what happened to us? We got stumped out here from some bad orders. And you know it had to be the threat of them being prosecuted. There's nowhere in the world it didn't make sense to pull your gun unless you had the threat of prosecution. If you shoot these American citizens, these good, clean white people, you going to federal prison.
Yep.
Oh, you come on. Everybody know what happened. None of them white folks, they'll say their little stuff and say something about them, but they don't care. They're not going to do nothing to them. How you don't bring the senator? You know what kind of power that bring to bring the whole Senate there to testify and that you were there? You bring the Speaker of the House, the third high-ranking person in the United States, coming there and sat down on the stand to testify that, yes, that is my computer, and that is my office that they were pissing and defecating on.
Yes, sir.
You're done.
Done.
Don't even call them. Why wouldn't you do that? And they broke in your house, you know they'll ask you to come to court and testify?
Yes, sir.
To your belongings, your possessions? How they not bringing these people in? The people that saw people that were arrested. I was there that day on the ground, fearing for my life, and this young lady had a gun aimed and she was reciting, kill me, cut our heads off, hang us. Why none of these people being subpoenaed to come to court? White people don't get the same treatment you get.
Nope. Nope.
Don't you know if you commit a crime against another individual, the state picks up if the other person refuses to prosecute? Are they refusing to prosecute? The first person you approach is the person who the crime done to. That's your best witness. Ask yourself how these folks ain't on no stand prosecute. See, people don't think, do it. There's no way that every one of them Congress people are not supposed to be down there in court. They're supposed to be subpoenaed. Every one of them who was there are supposed to be subpoenaed. Do you know how powerful that is when you got the whole Senate and the Congress sitting down here?
That's right.
And you got to put all this security, and you're behind on trial.
Yep.
You know what you do? Say, sir, I don't want to waste y'all time. I'll take that rope and hang myself. Because I know I'm finna get some thousands of years. When you don't pull the highest ranking people out of the House and out of the Senate here to testify against me, that they saw me, that they heard me, that they ran from me, that they fear your lawmakers, nobody coming to court. Probation. Nigga go to jail for a little or nothing. I'm not excusing no behavior of people of color doing them wrong. I'm just saying, let's be fair.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Let's be fair.
That's right.
Because we got black people sitting in jail for smoking dope.
Yep.
If you smoking dope and that's your dope and you smoke dope, it ain't offending nobody and it ain't hurting nobody else. That's you smoking dope. And when you gone and you mess up your money, we shouldn't give you a dime.
That's right. That's right.
That's how you cut that off. I ain't got no program you want to smoke dope.
That's right.
That's how you cut that off. When you realize you smoke that dope and you mess that dope and that's your dope and we're not getting you a dime, you know what you're gonna do? I think I'll stop smoking dope. But if you're gonna smoke dope and we gonna pay for it, that's a crime. If people wanna hurt themselves, that's them. I ain't telling nobody to jump out no building, but if you wanna jump out no building, I said, listen, I'm finna jump. I said, man, move that mat. Let's go and get back in y'all car, go home. We ain't got time. Get some, I have a dumpster crew right here ready to sweep that junk up. I said, they be like, what that? Say the truck. I said, no, that's the trash truck. We're not finna wait. When folks realize it, listen, I'm not finna hold up nobody here and make them risk their life, try to hold no banner for you to jump in here and fall in. No, you'll be all right, nigga.
That's right.
I get the weakest nigga they got to hold that thing. As soon as you hit it, just come out of their hand. I get some sissy. Ah! That thing bust the ground. Them sissy let you hit the ground. You bust, but that harder than an egg hit. You know them sissy gonna hold that thing? Oh! Bow! they like, I ain't gonna jump. They said first nigga bust down there, everybody be like, yeah, I ain't gonna jump. I want to live, so that's what I thought. Ain't that right? I'm saying, it ain't hard. I don't kill me, I'm blow my brains out. Ho, we're gonna take you in the room, give you your gun, and let you sit there and close the door. Wow! Then get that whole little thing, just push it off a cliff somewhere. We done with. I'm telling you what happened. This is what folk don't know, a lot of folk. I ain't talking about people with mental cases. I've been there want to commit suicide. People that want to commit suicide are not angry with themselves. They're trying to get attention from other people. The best attention to get them is no attention. You tell them straight, listen, you ain't got to do this. If you're a family, listen, love you, everything else. I'm not finna be running here trying to jump in no middle of no bullet, trying to catch no bullet. I'm not finna do it. Listen, if you just that dead set on doing it, let me put you somewhere you do it. You just make a mess right there, because I don't want to clean all that junk up in here. Brain matter everywhere. Go and put you in one of them little containers. let you blow it all the way on out, take the container and push it right on off a cliff and cover it up. Everything done. When they be thinking, saying, that's kind of cruel. I said, well, kind of cruel you said just kill yourself. What you looking for, a decorated funeral? Don't go blow your brains out there and you want a nice home going. You know how stupid that is? Give them what they asked for. You want to short everybody else, we're going to short you too. Put you in there, close up, and push it off a cliff. Oh, y'all people don't look too happy. That way everything done one day. They don't need to hurt anybody about all that dragging all out, no 7-8 days, hold it for 2 weeks, the big mama come into town. Body all stinking and raunchy. Folk got an ice cube all in your butt cheek trying to keep you. Man, ain't got time to hold you up, man. Go and get through with you.
That's right.
So you want to be able to do stupid, go ahead and do it. Go and put some logs on some of the little light logs. Light them up. So go ahead and get them out of here. I'm telling you, it'll stop a whole lot of this extra stuff people doing. Let me tell you why people do a lot of stuff they do. Because you give attention to it.
Yep. That's right.
Only person you don't give attention to is yourself.
Yep.
We need to start caring about ourselves. It ain't white people's responsibility to care about us or give us a better future. That's our responsibility. All I try to tell people, color, let's just take the reins back out their hands. We can police our own people.
That's right. That's
Police our own people. Yeah, we do. We need people to understand our people. Some of them little kids, some of them need to go to prison, and they'll never need to be let back out because you're a detriment. Some of them little kid, diss him. Take it off and spread your toe and put it in behind and turn it sideways. Ha! And snatch it back. I'll pull a gut out your behind. That's all some of them need. Y'all seen Blue Street? That time when Martin saw that crime, when they talking about somebody stole them rim, he said, he said, no, I told. He said, you see this here? That time, come on, put this in your behind. You hear that? He said, I got it. He said, that's all he need. He said, what you doing that pay? No, put that up. Some stuff, everybody, you got to know. I know what you need. Take that shawl, put it in there, turn it sideways, and yank it back. Yeah, 5 times. When they feel that whole gut and that heart drop down, they say, oh, you pretty serious. This hurt me more than just wasting up jail time. You got time to be wasting up time. Some of them take that patch, just beat them across the head. Yo! That's all they need. Some of these kids just need a good behind whipping. Parents got to stop letting kids run them. That got y'all in here too. Y'all let them do too much stuff. Now these kids tell them, hey, well, preaching pretty good. I used to let them off. I'm from the old school. Child supposed to be a child. Keep a child a child. That's how they operate better. Your child is not grown. They ain't equal to. They'll be in there, mine 12, they about to be a teen. Your child's still a baby. Your child's still a baby. 12, 13, 16, 17. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with your kid. Okay? I don't know why y'all be thinking they grown. They're not grown. They kids, babies. That tight. That hurt them. Let me tell you, even when they get 21, it's still stuff they got to learn.
That's true.
You don't know now. How long it took y'all to learn? How many of y'all here grown? What y'all in your hand? Grown. How long it took you? Soon as you got 20.
Whole life.
You tell me somebody 21 gonna know what I know?
Nope.
22, 24, 25 gonna know what I know? I know you can't. You ain't even lived enough.
Nope.
I got dreams older than you.
That's right.
You hear that right? And they still going.
That's right.
You ain't gonna never catch up with. They still going. No. See what we let them go to it. See, our kids ain't white. You can't let the Negro child do what white kid do. White kid can go run out there and ride in traffic, kill 4, 5, and still go to college, be successful, and be president of the United States.
That's true. Yep.
Your kid go to school, break a pencil, they think they're in prison, life. Ain't that right? It be them, Claude, and Ray at that baseball game. Ain't that right? Your kid gonna be there up a room. You can't fool around there. I'm trying to tell y'all, last day y'all do. I just watch y'all. Oh, this teenager now. Your kid's a baby. Your child's a baby. Your teenager's a baby. They babies. They only big in y'all. They babies. Man, it's a world out here. This stuff chew people up. People die here every day. On purpose and mistake. Every day people die out here. They're unsuspecting. They're unknowing. They get killed and snatched and jacked every day out here. Ain't none of y'all kids here smart enough. These kids soft as all outdoors. These kids don't know nothing. Then y'all be thinking, oh, they ready. It's too many people out here. World too dangerous. World too dangerous. I take your kids somewhere and drop them off, and they ain't gonna make it back. They ain't gonna make it back. I guarantee I take them, drop them off, they ain't gonna make it back. They gonna read them, they gonna smell them when they got the car. You knew, ain't you? You real simple. And that right, they gonna get snapped up real quick. You know what I'm telling you, listen, man, listen, they kill predators out here. Prey don't stand a chance. You can't leave nothing to, listen, when they tell you they know something, slap them. Say, did you know that? Answer, say, did you know I finna slap you? No, I try to tell you, you don't know nothing. Just slap them out the rip. Bah! Did you know that? Did you know that? No, I told you, you don't know what you think you know. Now, there's some more people out there do something to you way worse than what I just did to you. I'm just telling you, you got nothing to know. Bah! That's just for no, I ain't even know that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's stuff you don't know. I be trying to keep these kids from getting hurt. I know they done seen video games where they done played something, rob cops and rob on a video game. You ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing. They looking at video games and YouTubes and TikToking. You ain't done nothing, nigga. That's right. You ain't done. I've been seeing TikTok. Boy, it came out here, it used to be on the clock. Yeah. I ain't been impressed with that stuff. They got these little dumb kids around here. They doing a new problem prank. This is dangerous. Going to the school, to the bathroom, and stealing the tissue roll. Hold on, and the first aid kit. Me and my friends weren't concerned about tissue and first aid kits. What we did, the nigga, they needed tissue and first aid kit. Y'all, are you serious? This is how, you talking about brainless? You're asking, this is a prank? Stealing the first aid kit and the tissue out the bathroom? Gangster. NWA 2? This is sad. I mean, come on, man. Where they getting this stuff from? And they kids thinking they gangster and thinking, y'all ain't ready. Man, listen, you'll die here. You'll die here so quick, they supposed to kill you. You know why people are killing our people? Because our government is feeding the poison in the information. I want to say our government, not literally the government, but they allow. See, when white people find something detrimental to white people, they'll put an enforcement and a protection for their people to preserve their people. When they find out it only hurt us, they'll allow it until enough of us are arrested and murdered and hurt and childless. By the time it's done the damage, when they come in and look like they're going to offer programs to help you, it's too late. Anytime they ever came to help us, it was too late. They came to abolish slavery, it was too late. It was too far gone. Slavery was never stopped everywhere. That's the problem you got. So all you do is call about another name. That's all they do. White people, this is how ignorant you are. Stop using the name. Don't use the name. What was the problem with nigga? Nigga degraded you. It wasn't the word, it was the act that the person performed on you that called you a nigga. So how I beat them out, Chris? Look at you. You just made me, you know what? I won't use that word, brother. No, brother. I'm not going to do it. That word ain't never heard that man.
That's right.
Who was that white man with that rope?
That's right.
Who was that white woman that she slept with and told a lie when her white friends found out?
That's right.
When her belly started swelling and said, I was raped by a nigga. Yep. And guess what we came up with? There you go, son. We can't use that word. You know how many people that died from that word, brother? Brother, come on, brother. We got to be better than that, brother. Man, we ain't heard each other with nigga.
That's right.
See, that's when you see the organization, that's how dumb your leaders are. Ask them, where is the detriment that we done with each other with the word? That's we right. Didn't. It was what they did. And they titled you and made you hate a name that actually complimented you because it meant ruler, emperor. What's up, my nigga? Man, nigga, how you doing, nigga? Good to see you, nigga. It's always good to see another emperor.
That's right. That's right.
But he made us say, you know, hey, no, don't do that, brother. No, don't do that, man. People dying for that. Are you serious? Anytime they get a chance, they dumb you down. Make you think you're making a change. Because you won't use the word. It's what you do with it. What enforcement empowerment you put behind it. See, you have, listen, I found something and I had to use it. In order for you to insult me, I have to first even accept your opinion.
Come on, come on.
The only reason white people insult you, because you respect their opinion.
Yep. That's right. That's right. That's right.
And how they make you value what they say? Because they're typically the people that are going to be decision maker over anything you got.
That's facts. That's right.
You got to go through them. You just can't get a bank account. They got to review and check your credit before they give you a bank account.
That's right.
Then they got to let your money sit for 2 and 3 in a month
Yep.
before we start letting you use this account.
Yep.
Then it's got to be held so long before we even respect your account.
Yep.
And anything come in your account, we're going to have to hold it for a while, for 10 or 15 days. Then, sir, you are Mr. and Mrs. Nigga. White man walk in the day, with the check, open the account, and clear the check. Because it's all based upon what the president of the bank want to do. All it is, the person that operate the bank, the manager of the bank, decide on saying, clear the check. They tell you it's the system and this is how we do it and it has to be done this way and it can't be overridden, because that's what they tell you, because you, sir, you, ma'am, are a nigger to where they affect you and they hurt you. But when they want to do something, they can do it. They can do it. I had a lady tell, she going to hold my check. I said, get my manager on the phone. She said, I said, get me a manager. I said, as a matter of fact, I said, I'll close it down, the whole thing. I said, get a manager on the phone. She said, okay, Mr. Smith. I said, you can't help me do that. Get a manager on the phone. She held my mom. She came back. She said, the manager busy. She said, but I just went on ahead and you couldn't have. You couldn't have. Because our earlier discussion was we couldn't do it.
Right, right.
So when the right words come, right motivation, people can do it. They just tell you that because they don't expect you to think to go above them. Yep. Whoever you talk with, the final rule and say on whatever you got. You have the power, even if they didn't do it. You have the power and authority to shut it down and take your monies away from them. Let me tell y'all something. I tried to teach y'all that before. I try to get everybody to bank, same bank. The reason why, I'm making this up. I got so many sidewinders in here, y'all sidewinding people. And you don't think, that's why you don't have no power. You know how a small minority of people that call themselves Jewish people are effective? Because they learn how to compile all their funds into one place. Banks are only as good as they can loan money. Banks also have a thing called boards, okay? These boards watch how they lend and what kind of monies are coming in. Guess what they keep up with? You have to report when a person closes an account. That's why when you close your account, I need you to come in and file paper and sign paper. Because this stuff got to go up. And this stuff going up, the people that looking, they got themselves saying, account code, what bank was this? Then they started doing an average on this. Man, y'all losing a lot of accounts. Why y'all think when y'all call these folks, ask you when you get finished? When you finish this call, if you can just hold on, we would like for you to do a survey. Because all of this is going back up. These people are doing averages. They're keeping up with what people are doing. But the nigga hanging the phone, he ain't got time. He pissed off, he aggravated and agitated, and he didn't realize you could have had an effect right here. When all of us go to the right bank and we go to the right place and we flood them in and we tell them we walking, listen, you can't, somebody gonna call you. When they get 30 accounts closed down in one day, I assure you somebody's job online. 40 accounts that closed. Listen, nobody saying, it must be a bad, no. We need to talk to somebody. You don't like your job. You couldn't. There's no way 40 accounts walked out of this bank. Not without some detriment, some heads rolling. See, now you're making a effect, but when you're one nigga, you're so pissed you don't know how to dress something, you just walk. The nigga probably got fired anyway. And hey, went on there with the last, they ain't had no money. They couldn't, the unemployment cut off, so they knew to close the account now, they wouldn't get no more money. Now that makes sense. What don't make sense when 30 and 40 accounts walk out of a bank in one day.
Right.
It don't make sense to a point that somebody getting fired.
Right.
Hello? I've been trying to teach y'all how to operate. Y'all don't know how to do business. See, you keep trying to do, how many times I tell y'all long gunners about what you try to do?
Yep, they're right.
You flood these people. Then what you do, you take your money and everything these white people doing, you can do yourself.
Yep.
You become your own lending. You don't need these people to loan you nothing. Y'all know how much money we rent through? We don't need their numbers to tell. We know how much money we F up anyway. You can set your, don't y'all know they got website where people go here, present what they trying to do, and people will loan money toward it. Yeah. And get interest. These people start doing their own. White people come up with this stuff. A way to show you how to get around the banks. The nigga can't think past the bank. And you never think everything they do, you can do. Even to your salvation. Why are you trying to compete with him with white Jesus? White Jesus is for white people. What are you going to do for me? He need to take care of his own. Somebody for me going to favor me. He going to care about me. That's just being earnest. His God care about him. His God look out for him. He put he put the men on his money that look like his God. Y'all hear what I'm saying? The man, listen, that's how he builds himself up. You ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing look like you but poverty and disease. Huh? Homelessness. Drug addiction. That look like you, nigga. Mr. and Mrs. Nigga. I wouldn't want to insult you and not put a title on it. They don't give you nothing to aspire you for. Who do you have to look to? Obama? Obama want another man.
That's right.
They know that man homosexual. Man, homosexual. Ain't no way in the world no straight man. No. Why did I tell my wife, honey, you know what? I need to go out here and fight for them sisters. Not while I got no Bojana at home.
That's right.
I'm fighting for no sister.
That's right.
You got your own problem. Now that man make a choice. I ain't got no choice in what color I am. I tell like the Shirha Shireen told you, they call Song of Solomon. Don't hate me because I'm Shakar.
That's right.
Ain't that right? The Shema smiled on me.
That's right.
This ain't no hate.
That's right.
Man, dog, I mean, it shined on me where the region I'm from. It looked down on me.
That's right.
I said, well, I'm white. He wasn't looking at you. You need to come over here. Ain't that right? You need to come over here in the black.
Yes, sir.
That's all it is. But they taught us that was dog and ugly and evil. When the only time you're going to dog something, it's going to be where it causes of the heat.
Yep.
Because the exposure going to get from the fire. Don't get hot at me because I'm closer to the fire.
Yep.
They had us to bleach ourselves and everything else to try to look like him. That man not going to accept you.
Right.
You got to learn how to accept yourself. That's what we never did. We've been trying to work and get everybody to accept us but us. We've been trying to look like everybody but us. We need a community that look like us.
That's true.
We need leaders and police that look like us. We need FBI agents and U.S. Marshals and Homeland Security that look like us.
That's right.
Man, I went to St. Martin, boy, I ain't never seen so many niggas in my life look like us. Didn't bother.
Yeah.
Listen, all black police. Ain't nobody looking at them. Nobody bother you. Them folk don't even bother. That man said, man, they don't bother. He said, they'll drink a beer with you. I said, I don't drink, but that'd been nice in the old days, though. Maybe he got drunk and let me hold a gun. Folk didn't bother. All black. Prime Minister. Listen, we rode up on the Prime Minister of the country. Rode up on her. Stopped right there. They said, man, he said, this the Prime Minister. They said, man, Prime Minister, we got these black Americans here. Say they want to meet you. Still right here. Listen, right here. The Prime Minister, no security. Get back, niggas. Not one time. We sound like, are you right? We stood right here beside the Prime Minister. She waved at her. She ain't jumped back. COVID-19. None of this stuff. Black folk look just like you. Ruling and going. Nobody stopping, nobody grabbing, nobody bothering. Folks just doing their own thing. I said, what they do about these people that smoking dope? They say they don't do nothing to them. They ain't hurt nobody but they sell. So he said, what you gonna lock up somebody smoking dope for? He said, I got somebody selling dope. He said, that's them they want to smoke it. I was like, that is true. They right. They bite. I don't smoke dope. I don't want to smoke no dope, but then I ain't them. If I did want to smoke dope, and it's me, shouldn't I have a right? If a woman can kill a baby and be a murderer and still have a right, why can't a person have a right they want to smoke dope?
That's right.
Wow. Why the police don't lock them up?
That's right.
Why the feds ain't locked up? That's murder.
Yup.
Let me get this straight. Santa, what's your youngest child age back there? Oh, she said she's pregnant. Not that, but the other one. Oh, if she ain't like she won't be. Then you know what killed me? You and all that cripple stuff, but you make a baby every other month. That stuff, how many of y'all about irritate this humble stuff? Ain't that right? Why don't you get some humble self-control? How I'm sorry, the oldest, the youngest one, what, one? So you can take, if she took her 1-year-old and killed her 1-year-old, they gonna lock her up for murder. How a woman gonna go get pregnant and have a living baby in her stomach and she can kill it and it's her right? And that come out her back, should it be her right? They folks don't know which way they want it.
Right.
They didn't let Susan Smith out. She aborted 2 of them. How she kill them precious little boys? How they kill them precious little boys, little girls on them tables?
That's right.
Talking about no Dr. Kevorkian. What kind of person running them clinics?
That's right.
Assisted suicide. Isn't that right? You worse than Dr. Kevorkian. Them people want to die. That baby ain't been asked, do you want, it'd be different. The baby saying, I don't want to live. I know what I'm doing, got my own mind. They don't want to talk about that, do they? Are we going to be realistic?
Be real.
Why we still playing with these people? I've been telling, listen, let's take our money. All the people, color guys say, and we don't just take people. Everybody want to go, let's get our stuff and just get on here. Pack up our marble and let's get out of here. Let them have it. We ain't going to never get nowhere with these people. They ain't going to do right with us. And they always thinking, we want to go somewhere, we don't want no police, we want to just, that's a lie. Black people don't want to tear up, we want to party.
Right.
We just want to live and be happy. Us, we want to be free. Right. We don't want our own people to shoot us and hang us, we don't want you to do it.
Right.
Why looking at them, if I get shot, I'd rather a nigga shoot me. If I get beat, I'd rather a nigga. I don't want no nigga to beat me or no white man.
That's right.
Taking that from, I want somebody to leave me alone.
Yes, sir.
Let's live and be ourselves. The folk that want to do right, let all the folk do right, get together, the whites, the black, the Mexican, and everybody. So, man, let's slow down the mix. That's not all of them at one time. I hear 12,000 of them down there at Texas up under the bridge. Yep. Really, truth be told, they at home.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I don't know how, I'm just being honest with you. If you're going to be fair, you're going to be honest. I don't know how you're going to keep them out of Texas. Texas is Mexico.
You're right.
Arizona is Mexico. I don't know how you call it a New Mexico. You already got an old one. But when you took it, you call it New Mexico without the Mexican. I don't know how you do that. On America, only white folk can go there and take your stuff and call it new and leave it your name on it. Because it's Mexico. All that stuff, part of Oklahoma, Mexico. All that stuff belong to Mexico. White folk go there, put on a couple of spurs on the back of their shoe, sleep with their sister, spit tobacco. All of a sudden, they discover it. It's wrong. It's wrong. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Nobody want to talk about invaders. White people, major invaders. That's why you got such a fight with them people. They talking about where they coming in. They ain't coming in through Georgia. They ain't coming in through Florida. They coming in through where they came out from. They was in Texas. White man drove him and pushed him back. He coming back home. Let the man have it home. We don't need it. Let them have Texas. They getting tore up anyway. We lost Texas. Y'all know we lost Texas. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't see who know. I need a hand. Who know when we lost Texas? I'm going to tell you when.
Alamo.
No. They will remember that majority, but no. Who? No, it's either right or wrong. Pimp C died. I don't know what I'm doing with that man. They may say when Pimp C. What happened to Pimp A? Who is Pimp C? We lost Texas the day J.R. Ewing died. We lost it. Jock first. When we lost Jock, it was never the same. I remember Jock. Jock had that thing. He held Texas down. And when J.R. died, I think we got some more asbestos up there. We lost Texas. When we had Dallas, there were no Mexicans on that show. We ain't know nothing about no Mexican, no Texan. Wasn't no burrito and taco and nachos. Everything was yours. Look what happened. JR got shot, and we lost it. Now, I'm for let the Mexican have what belongs to the Mexican. Let the Negro have what belongs to the Negro, and let the white man have what belongs to the white man. Now, we put everybody back in their proper place. You ain't gonna believe it. The Negro gonna have Mexico. He gonna have America. He gonna have Africa. He gonna have Canada. Cause we came over through Canada. They don't teach us no better. Everybody we were down before any Spaniard ever sailed over here. When the white folks first came and stole away to America, the Negro was here to meet him at the banks. Y'all hear me? The Negro was already here. Mizrahims, the Mizrahims were already here. That's why these folks got pyramid. We had already been in what they call Mexico. All these folks have forged their identity. You can't make any of these people unless you go make a Spaniard. So if everybody go back to where they belong, they'll be back over in Europe, and the Negro be right back here where he's supposed to be. Everybody get their own regions back. That tight. Go ask everybody to tell you how they made up and who they mix with. And then you tell me what you mix a nigga, what you mix to make a nigga. A nigga comes straight, no chaser. You cannot mix nothing to make no nigga. A nigga is 180 proof with a 3% margin of error, which means he's either 177 or either he's 183% nigga. You don't mix nothing to make a nigga. Every one of the other races, ask them how they got made. Say, trace down and tell me how you made. Just you Puerto Rican. How you make a Puerto Rican? How you make a Puerto Rican?
Tell it, Jesse.
Hold. Don't you throw us in now. You only gonna holler. Blah, blah, blah. You don't you know? A Spaniard? No, a Spaniard, a white, a European Spaniard, and a white. No, good and well you can't use that to do that. Y'all dog and they wind up crossing up with us and got it with the Spaniard. No, that's not how you make no Puerto Rican. Who are Indian? The only way to be an Indian, you gotta be from India. That's fact. They know that fact. You can't be. They were who? I was walk Indian. They were wacky Indians. You can't listen. The only way to be an Indian, you gotta be from India. They all died. I'm not critical. It's just nobody actually has a part in their making. It's just everybody has to understand the Negro is just pure-blooded. It's just you don't mix nothing to make no nigga. Nigga just a nigga. Now how we all got light skin and got brown skin and toasted is because of the interracial. But other than that, a nigga just 100%. He's straight from the Shemites. Ain't that right? You made a Shemite. Listen, matter of fact, before any light got him, we were him. That's just being honest. Even before Shemite, we were already black. We were him. And if everybody told the truth, let me tell you something. If every one of these races told the truth, these folks would admit we were him first. Ain't nobody, it's just a flat truth. I don't know how we had these conversations, all these folks, and let folks sound and teach us about ourselves. I give them a slap in the face.
That's right.
I had a white lady one time trying to explain me about Africa. She said, have you ever been to Africa? I said, I said, I've been black all my life. I said, you ain't no way in the world you can know more than I know. Not a nigga. Ain't no way in the world. She was pissed too. I said, go ahead and say it. She said, I said, go ahead and say it. Because her mouth got it. I said, say it. She said, I had pissed off so bad she had to go. Don't try to explain me about no Africa. Shut your mouth.
That's right.
Yee! I wake them niggas up from the grave. They know me. I let Senator Claire, that's why White John said, teach me some more. You stop it. You go to Africa and come back 95 times. You still ain't gonna know more than I know about a nigga. I be honest, I don't know why we the only people apologize. We always apologize. We the first people here. Everybody know they gotta come in and admit they shut out from us. Everybody. Now we walk around praying everywhere we go, trying to kiss her, trying to make excuse, trying to apologize. Why ain't nobody apologizing for who they are? What race y'all know walk around trying to apologize for themselves? Nobody but the nigga.
Nobody, that's right. That's it.
And I get mad we were him first.
That's right.
Now we done can't last.
Yep.
But it's just like all he told him. He said he ain't cancelled his people that he foreknew.
That's right.
The book say he said that.
That's right.
He said, I have not I don't know why folks thought he got rid. He said, I have not castrated them people. I knew them first. When the man came down here and he looked down, you know what he said? Them nigga black. His Pawnee went on, he looked, he said, them nigga black. Yeah. I ain't mad with Most High. I ain't mad with him. And they look at Kassak hitting that right. You know what he said? They still light. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm brightening it. You can cut the lights off. And what I'm telling y'all ain't nothing but light. Ain't nothing, because the truth ain't nothing to hide. We don't want nobody no apology for who we are. White folks will go there and put on stuff and tell lies about their history and put it right here. You say, man, that's offensive. You know, and then on the part, you don't like it, you can leave. First people here. First people on the planet, they treat it like a fool. Go up here, man, white man go up here, go in their closet and shoot a movie and tell me he in the moon. On the moon. Man, tell me all kind of lies. Man, on the moon, the moon ain't nothing but a big block. You can't get in, you just sit on it. What do you get? You're on the tip top of this thing. How you ain't fail? How you ain't fail? You're on the tip top of this thing. Wind blowing. Flag like that right here. On the moon. No, you know the flag should be going like this. Because your flag like this on the moon. Your flag belong to a fag. You don't want to do this here. How your flag do this and you ain't got no gravity?
That's right.
Man, look at the news today. They just coming back. 4 white people. First citizens that ever go. Y'all seen the first citizens go there? You ain't gonna believe what they've been doing.
What?
Going around the planet. You ain't gonna believe how long it take them. 90 minutes. They say every 90 minutes they go around the planet. Man, I done flew from here to Germany. It took me 8 hours. You tell me everybody know the shortest distance between 2 points of a straight line. That's just a given fact. The cracker circle the planet every 90 minutes. Took us 8.5 hours to fly to Germany. Cracker just lapping us out of yo. Only folks I seen, white woman come home, that's what she done in that plane. Flew around the world. Inside of it? How you fly around the world inside of it? I don't pay attention to none of these white folks say. And you go straight. If I'm gonna fly around, I should be going like this here. Cause it's circular. White man, they don't people can tell that stuff. Niggas ain't know no better. Nigga go straight. Where we been? Just flew around the world. Nigga ain't made one turn. How is that logical? How is this logical? Whole world horizontal. Don't make no sense. I don't know what, I'm sorry, what's it, horizontal straight across? Yes, sir. So what's the front top? Same thing. Go like this, nigga, white man knock you down. You start vertical, you go horizontal. They want you in, what is that, horizontal and permanent pajama. I get ready to try to put some on the board. They're going to say I ain't know how to do my job. But hopefully y'all will start, well, not hopefully, but we need to start thinking. Yes, start thinking for ourselves. Stop thinking like they want us to think. That's right. Start thinking what's best for our people. How many of y'all interested in that? Even people like that, let me tell you 2 things we do. Let's go ahead and move all our money. Let's have a control and a say of the bank, okay? We'll move from there, then we'll establish us a bank. Right. All this, listen, this is very easy stuff. White people scare you with it. They scare y'all, because you know why we can't? Ain't no one nigga can open no bank. No more no one white man can open a bank. He's going to get investors. Yeah, right. They'll show you the face. Like these niggas right here, they so dumb, they think Jay-Z actually owned the Brooklyn Nets by himself. Jay-Z need $100 from every one of y'all niggas on their planet on their team. That Russian got more ownership than he got. He only shows you the nigga because that's what you want to see. You don't see true power who owns. Because they're not impressed with it. This is something Jay-Z need, and niggas need to have some. Jay-Z, how much money got? Jay-Z got $55 trillion. See? You's a dumb nigga, and they need nigga to stay dumb and just put stuff out your mind and make no sense, okay? These people here are small owners. Just like they thought Magic Johnson owned the Lakers. He was a percentage owner. Just like the dog, they just put you out as a fake because niggas need something. White folks, I don't make you think he owns it by himself because you just that dumb. See, we don't let people make us no fool. We're not stupid. We can do the same thing do. Instead of hating people, won't you respect it and just realize you need to have ownership. You need to stop just being a borrower. You need to stop just sitting around and somebody just handing you something, and you need to own and possess things. That's part of what you have when you get this word. I don't teach no, let me tell you, y'all do it. I don't teach it. Struggle, beg, and hate folk God. I don't teach it. I teach y'all got here and get your own. And y'all don't do it, work together. And we work together. Listen, everything we do, sister company. Whatever these folk need, we got it. How you got all that? I got folk do anything they want to do. You need, what you need, adjustment? I got that too. What you need? Been an accident? I got that too. What you need? What you need? IT? I got what you need. See, I don't think even white folk, the only folk got stuff. White people do the same thing. I'm telling y'all, they know people. They put stuff together. We the only people don't want to get something, crunch up in the hole by ourselves, try to do it ourselves. Hey, any one of them here doing something themselves, how successful they been? Right. I know they ain't been successful, because I know about it. Right. I already know they can't do it. It don't work like that. Nobody out here working by themselves. Let me see. Elohim. What is Elohim? Plural. The mighty one, plural. Why is it plural? Somebody working with him. More than one. Somebody working with him. 126, he said, let us. Come on now. No, let me do it myself. Let us. Look how that thing come out when folk work together. You single a nigga, that's why you don't make it nowhere far. You don't go nowhere far because you just you and you don't think better than what you're doing. It take people work together. Why the man gonna have you to write 2 Corinthians 6:3? We then, as workers, together with him. How that work? Singular. That's it. He still get the credit. We ain't taking that from him. He stretched from the rots alone, the shaman alone, and spread abroad the rot by himself. Wasn't nobody with him, but he got some help. That's right. That's how that thing keep going. That's right. Hello? Yes, sir. I'm trying to tell you everything. We got a whole book to teach us to do what we need to do. I just got to get y'all to follow along. Y'all just hard people to play. That's why y'all just had y'all so many individual struggle fights you got don't go nowhere. Because you just the ball up nigga. You just going to try to do it yourself nigga somewhere. And it don't work like that. You need some help. Everybody needs some help. You know, who should need some help? You know, who should couldn't do it? What did the man do with the sea? With the young? What did he do with it? What did it do to the sea? The water. What did it do? It's calming it. What was it doing? Chaos. That's what the meal is. What did he do? Calmed it. Folks sick. What did he do? What did he do when folks hungry? Well, he was carrying that too. What happened? Somebody had to help him. I ain't had no sense that man. How the man carry that thing? You can't do it by yourself. You gotta do everything by yourself. Come on, people. See, that's what they count on, us not to work together. They count on to come in here, get taught the love of Jesus that divide us and make a fool out of us. Don't tell nobody, shh, hush, and listen. There is somebody calling my name. That nigga need a straitjacket. You want me to hush and listen and somebody calling your name? Nigga, it sound like you, they trying to call you. You need to be listening. And don't be worried about me talking. But it sound good, don't it? Oh my Lord, what shall I do? Put that straitjacket on, nigga. You crazy. Hello? Yes, sir. You don't know what to do when somebody call your name. You pulled the answer. That's right. And you don't know what to do? Nigga, you need a straitjacket. You need to be institutionalized. Y'all all right? All right, I gotta get her and put some on board. Y'all done lost it. All right, y'all ready? Give her a sign of Kanto Sarah. Otherwise, they're going to think I don't know how to do my job. All right, listen. What do they do? That's an alarm. They blow with a long blow. That's an alarm. They didn't. Let's say they booked for it now. See, they don't. You know what happened? They just stood and didn't pay attention. Y'all know what y'all supposed to been doing? Y'all supposed to been getting ready to take your journey. I used to sing a song. Well, yeah, for my journey now. That's for it. Woo! I said I used to do it. Let me do it now. And whoever got that cat in their pocket, get it out of him. That thing crying and scratching and hollering. Chris, that when you with that cat, wasn't it? Oh, man, that's tight. Don't worry about it, Austin. He got it from your Uncle Hayward. Hayward sure treat his nephew bad. All right, pattern. That's what we're looking at.
Sir.
That's what we're looking for, right? Let's see. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
For whatever was written before.
Nikatab for our Lamed.
Was written to teach us.
That we through endurance.
Without giving way.
And Nakum.
Consolation.
Of the Ketubim.
Of the writings.
Might have Tikva.
Tikva. What did we say it was?
Cord.
That's a cord. So that's what we're looking for. Let's say, we didn't see if you can not 6 and 63. Make it 61. Make it 60. Your Ukanan they call John. Six and 60. Hold on, matter of fact, we'll start 44. Boom. I hit 44 since I'm down. Since I'm already down. This two for us too. Let's see how it work out. Since we're there, huh? 664.
Yes, sir.
Your Ukanan they call John. Listen.
No ish is able to come to me unless Abi, which has sent me, draw him.
Does not have the ability to come to me except my Abba. Not just a father, but my Abba. Isn't that right? He's personalizing. Isn't that right? Who sent me draws him. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
And
I will coom him up at the last Yom.
Let me see something. Hold on for a second. I don't know how to do that one. Yes, I can. Barashit. No, I want Barashit. Let me see 42 and 1. Barashit. They call Genesis. Barashit. What does it mean? That's right. See if it's 42. 41? Let me see. What's 41? 40. I'm thinking 41. I'm saying, what is that? 43? Oh no. So, what is that? What is that? No. I don't even know what I'm looking at. All right, 43. Let's see. Let me see what it's going. All right, listen.
And the famine was sore in the Arats.
43 and 1. Let me see if that's what I want. Go ahead.
And it came to pass when they had eaten up the wheat which they had brought out of Mizraim, their Abba said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food.
I'll take that.
And Yehuda spake unto him, saying, The Ish did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my pani, except your Ak be with you.
Oh, we'll work with 43 and 1, so 42. Let me see 42. 42 and 1.
Sir.
43 work too. For those that are watching that don't know, again, this is not my book. Y'all keep asking me the same question. Oh, hello, Rob, Pastor Smith. I'm trying to see why I didn't get one that book y'all be using, y'all be reading from. I don't have no book. They're reading the King James per version. Isn't that right?
That's right.
And all we're using is the Beth Mashiach. We're using this system because this gentleman has taken some time out and gone back and copied this back out using the Septuagint, Latin Vulgate. Septuagint is the Greek word for 70. That's an older copy of our writings than you'll have with the King James perversion. That's why we look at, and they usually, typically anybody go back to copy out our writings, anybody that's gonna copy them out, they're not gonna have no original manuscript. They're gonna have to go back and use the Septuagint. Because the Greeks got the older writings of our stuff. The Greeks, then you're gonna go to Latin, so you're gonna get the Vulgate. Amazing they have a word when you say something that's kind of considered to be,
Vulgar.
they call it vulgar. The Vulgate is considered to be for the illiterate. That's what they thought about us when they wrote it. They took this. It's for the illiterate. Okay? That's why you even look at let's see, 26, Acts of the Apostles. I'll come back. Okay. Yeah, 42 and 1 is the one. See if that's 26, 17, Acts of the Apostles. Let me see this what I want. Acts of the Apostles, which will actually be the Shalachims. Listen, 26, let's say 17. Probably gonna drop down to 20. Let's just see what happens. How about that? Let's see. Okay. I had 17, 20 will work. I said 20. Okay. This is Acts of the Shalachims. They call apostles. Shalachim means what?
Sent ones.
That's right. They were the sent ones. Okay? Listen, 26 and 20.
But you first unto them of Damascus and at Jerusalem.
You know what's amazing these people need to look at? You know what Damascus is today?
Syria.
That's what they're going to tell you. Which tell you that we actually, the area in what they call Syria, we were actually there.
That's
Abraham
right.
was from the area.
That's right.
That's what they'll tell you. You look at the map, they're going to tell you Damascus and Syria. Mm-hmm. We went further than that. We
That's
told you
right.
about Aleppo.
That's right.
All they played, that's with the city of Dawood. They never told us that Dawood had a city
Right.
in Syria, what they call Syria, which would be Amram. Because it's got a lot of hills, it's exalted. Amram. So we were actually in these cities. Shalom, who they call Solomon, had a treasure city there. We were in and out. Why would this man go first to Damascus to some Muslims? Let's just be idiots. Okay? Why would he go to some Muslims? Now they'll tell you these are Islamic countries. This man, who is a Yehudi, is coming and telling you that he went unto the inhabitants of Damascus. All right? And
Jerusalem.
why would I go? It would be Jerusalem, then I would tell them last. Which means a lot of Yehudi must have been here. This is where he was already going to bound and beat people that Shama
That's
on
right.
his Shem. Pick me up right quick, 9 and 12, 9 and 10. Same book, actually the apostle they call it. See, when people read this book, if you ain't got a brain, it's dangerous. These books are more dangerous. I would encourage people to read Harry Potter
That's
than
right.
to sit here and actually sit around and try to read it and don't know what you're doing and don't
true.
have somebody skill. Because
That's
all you're
right.
doing is making a mess.
Making a mess.
Why would you tell people that? It's the same detriment. Harry Potter ain't real anyway. Neither is your salvation. Not when you're not doing it right. It don't make sense. Oh, let's see. Oh, I can't. Let me see what's up. 9 and 10. Listen.
And there was a certain Talmudim at Damascus named Ananias.
No, they told his name was Kananya. 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 Which we know for grace. Which we know that would be Yah's, what they would call grace. Favor. The man's name was Favor. In that Yah's favor. What happened?
And to him said the Adon in a kazum,
Kananya.
Kananya, and he said, Behold, I am here, Adon.
What happened?
And the Adon said unto him, Come and go into the street which is Kara straight, and inquire in the Beth of Yehuda for one Kara Shaul of Tarsus, for behold, he belonged.
Look what he going to, and seek in the bed of Yehuda for a Ish of Tarsus, named Shaul, for behold, he is Palauing. They put praying. We should have Palau, don't know where they put. Yeah, Palau. All right. They put Palil. All right, come on. Listen.
And he hath seen in the kazum a Ish whose Shem Kananya coming in.
Why they tell about Ananias coming in?
And putting his hand on him that he might receive his sight.
Okay. 13.
Then Kananya answered, Adon, I have Shama by many of this Ish, how much Rasha he hath done to the Kodashim at Jerusalem.
Not sanctified. That's right, the Kodashim. All right, 14.
And here he hath authority from the Rosh Kohanim to bind all their Kara on thy Shem.
Listen.
But the Adon said unto him, Go thy Darak, for he is a chosen vessel unto me.
To do what?
Bear my Shem before the Gentile Goim and Malakim and the Banim of Yasharal.
Okay.
For I will shew him how great things he must suffer for my Shem's sake.
Okay.
And Kananya went his Darak and entered into the Beth, and putting his hands on him, said, Ak Shaul, the Adon, even Yahushua, that appeared unto thee in the Darak as thou camest, hath sent me, that thou mightest receive thy sight.
Regain your sight. Well, I
And
say
be-
regain, because you can receive that you didn't have it. Regain make a difference.
Yes, sir.
You took it. As simple as it might sound, receive, you know what I'm saying? I want you to receive this. That don't tell you had it before.
That's right. That's
That'd be
right.
the first time.
That's right.
But the fact that you said regain means he could see the first time. That's right. Okay? That's the same thing he gonna do though. He gonna turn back to us. And we're gonna regain. We're not gonna receive.
That's right.
You all right? Your sight and be,
Filled with the Ruach HaKadosh.
that's why we don't have it for a lot of our people. So first of all, we don't have the sight. Let's see what it is first, how important it is. See, when you hear in sight, we just think about physically being blind. But let's look at all of the attributes that are attested to or that's attached to the Okay? That one won't do. You can look at, matter of fact, don't do that. Don't worry about it. Do the from lexicon Hebrew, they call it. Look at the Strong's So now he kind of limit some of the attributes of the I might want to Google, yeah. I guess you don't have to do it, ain't it? You should do it. AYN. I don't have to do the E, did you? Hebrew. Oh, because that's what they're going to call it. Oh, lexicon going to pick it up for now. I don't know where they'll throw you at. See, an eye, this is literally or figuratively. Literally, he wants them to see this. A fountain as the eye of the landscape. So you look at the primitive, affliction, outward appearance before, think best. Color, conceit, to be content, countenance, displeased eye, brow. It'll tell you all they do is sight. Tell the face, favor. Found because the eye showed knowledge. So he was looking to get him to regain his sight so he could have knowledge. If y'all remember, his question was on the road, he want to know, what would thou have me to do? And I can't get a blind man to see that. So you're going to need to regain your sight so you can have knowledge. Same thing for us. Even the book told you never let he was going to turn back to his arm. Him turning away from us meant blindness.
Yes, sir.
If you don't see, then you're blind. Yahushua even told you that the owner of Yahuwah is over the who? And?
His ears opened up alone.
But the pioneer of Yahuwah is, it's not in your favor. It's like he's shaded. How do we know he's shaded? What can we use to counter verifying shade?
Ox,
Tell them what it is.
ox,
Ox,
tree, shade.
shade. It's time. Say it again. Shadow. So a shade ain't gonna be a shadow. If you're under a shadow, that won't give you shade. He said, hey, what? So when you did like this, what would this? Oh. No. No. Is that a veil?
Cloud.
Pick up 17 and 30, Acts of the Apostle. Let's see how that works, shade. Somebody say, oh, for real? I'm with you. I'm amazed too all of a sudden. They be saying that, oh man, it's whoa, I'm the one called it. Excite me, make me tickle. This is Acts of the Apostle 17 and 30. All right, listen. Oh, wait, sorry, they didn't get it big enough yet. I'm only basing off of what we're reading. Maybe I ought to come up with a notepad.
Mess
30.
you up.
Somebody said what?
Just mess you up.
It'll mess me up, probably would. Especially if I can't read my own writing. That wouldn't be bad. And I start using improvisation. Let's see what happens. Therefore,
And the times of this ignorance, Elohim winked at,
passed over the generations of
But-
ignorance.
but now Amar al Beni of Adam everywhere to repent.
But here he said, therefore now Elohim has passed over the Tuladah. He used the Tuladah. He used all Daroth. So the U, he sends the O. Then the U again, he sends the O. Doroth. Doroth. For all Doroth. For over generations of ignorance. See that? It said the time that's ignorant, he winked. Would have
Yes,
been
sir.
shaded. You don't believe it. Somebody passed over you to the shade.
That's right.
And that's what it tells you what the own is too. It'll shade. Ain't that right? Like if I just hypothetically, if I like something finna come at your eye, you automatically you'll do that because you don't want it to do that. You know that's a defense mechanism you have.
Right.
I did. I just think I said it was too late. Don't worry about it. Come. He had a glass. He said, "Gonna hit the glass. I got 20 more minutes." So when he passed over, he actually would have shaded them at their ignorance. And now it told us the Elohim wink. It's a difference in what it says. But the wink would be the shade if you close your eye. Ain't that right? So you don't see. So this what hurts us a lot of time. We have to position ourselves, but we're constantly in his vision. I don't say peripheral, but we kind of out to the side. We're trying to be where we can constantly be right in his vision. So it's all about us positioning ourselves, because that's where we find the con at. See, where we've been at now, we've been outside the favor of Elohim. And now we're trying to regain that. And we want him to come and get us and put us back, because he's not going to turn and reposition himself for us. It's a matter of once we take on this knowledge and we start complying with what he told us, then Elohim is going to suffer us to come back into his pineal. You all right? In his presence, in his face. Once we do it, that's how he's going to return us back. He's not going to take his eyes off. All he did was made us leave. He was not leaving Jerusalem. You getting out. You're leaving. That's what he told, get you out of my own, out of my sight.
Right.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
So that was the whole thing. And we were able to do this and we understood it by the Torah. Why? What did he give us so we can understand it? What are we?
Ish.
Ish. So how are we going to understand it?
As an ish.
As a Ish. What did he tell us? That's tight. So what? He going to kill her? Can two walk together? Except they be agreed. Way to finish up that wrong answer. Dead on it though. Bam! Now that's a good one. No, it was that's what I was looking for. Let's see if we pick it up and let's see how it reads. How about that? All our double ring, see 24 and 1. So 24. They call it Deuteronomy. So it was 24. Let's say 24. What's that? So I might 22 and 1. Let's say. Well, that's it. 24 and 1. I'm sorry, I can't remember this stuff like I used to. I used to have a memory. All right, let's see what happened. Listen.
When an ish hath taken an Ashah and married her.
So who is he talking to? That's right. Them that know the Torah. And this is some customary. This is what we do. This is our Torah. This is direction and instruction. See, when an Ish takes how many?
An Ashah
And?
and married her.
That's right. That's a difference. You could take her, but are y'all married? Are y'all in a committed relationship? So you go back and look, Dinah got taken,
That's right.
but she wasn't married.
Right.
He came back and wanted to marry her later.
Yep.
And you know they told him he had done a terrible thing in Yasharal.
That's right.
That was a terrible, he said thing ought not to be done. See, when you start reading about Banu, Zonan, the harlotry or temple harlotry, certain thing in Yasharal shouldn't be done. That you go and you take a woman you lay with and you ain't married. So he's real specific to the point of when he takes a wife, an Ashah, or Isha, and he marries her. Y'all got it? And
It come to pass that she find no favor in
I
his
can't
womb.
hold stop. She does what?
Find no favor.
She finds no what?
favor
In his heart?
in his
What happened?
because he hath found some uncleanness in her.
Unseemly things in her. So what he want to do?
Then let him write her a bill of divorcement,
And
give it in her hand, send her out of his bed.
how you think we got to Jerusalem? You thought it was just something he just kicked up and done. It was already in your Torah. Because the gave me a resemblance. That's why I started saying how you were like the other nations, the other Goyim. I had taken knowledge of you and I watched you. And now I don't want to see you anymore. I hate looking at you. I despise you. I detest you. He said, well, write her a bill of divorcement. That's why we got to write about him putting us out.
Right.
Isn't that right? It's
Right.
notated. Notated. Let me tell you what else happened. Listen to this. And he get her bill and put it in her hand
Yes,
and
sir.
send her out of his bed.
Yes, sir.
I can't imagine what happened next. Listen what happened. Listen to this.
And when she is Badal out of his bed,
When she gone where?
out of his bed,
From who?
she may go and be another Ish Ashah.
You can serve who you want to serve. You ain't mine no more. Let's see what happened. And
If the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement,
tell me what happened.
and giveth it in her hand,
And does what?
sendeth her out of his bed,
Or,
if the latter husband moot,
Who
which
did
took
what?
her to be his Ashah,
let's see what happened at verse 4.
her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his Ashah.
I can't imagine why.
After that, she is defiled.
For,
That is an abomination before Yahuwah.
And
thou shalt not cause the Arats to Katah, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance.
that stuff fall back on the land. That's tight. So I can't let you back in here. That
Right.
stuff will fall on the land.
Tight.
It's real tight. That's real tight. That's your tour. So that man got you out of his sight. You got to start asking yourself, what was the man real intent? Because this is your tour. What if I change my mind? What if I decide we can work it out? So well, after that, he said, you can't take her back. He said it's going to fall on the Arats. That's tight, ain't it?
Tight.
That's tight. That's why he stood with her.
That's right.
So you know what that made us look at? We had to do. You got to make sure you know how to delight yourself in it.
Come on.
Please, that's why you learn to
Come on.
delight yourself.
That's right.
So you didn't get in that predicament.
That's right.
What you say, that's spiritual now. See, when God, hush, and listen, there is something. No. This is clear to you. You're a man.
That's
You
right.
understand that this was customary. That you were supposed to put out after that, you couldn't take her back. He said that thing will fall back on the land. See, we didn't realize how the land worked with us. Elohim and nature work together. Those two forces, they're going to work either for you or against you. That's how you're going to know where you stand. That's that being honest. That's how you know where you stand. When the land comes, just like California burned up in New York, they ain't about no accident. I don't know what these folks think about. He been against these places.
Come
Let
on.
these folks keep lying themselves. He been against them.
That's right.
He been against these places. I don't know what people thinking. He been against them. They just don't want to accept it.
That's
They want to
right.
call it global warming and all this stuff. Hey, listen, the whole of Iraq's heating up. Yahushua told you when he was him.
That's right.
How he would, it was already burning.
That's right.
He called for global warming.
Yeah.
Elohim and nature work together, unlike Ish and Elohim. He got one on his side, nobody else want to do it. Nature do what he tell it. Hello? I'm trying to tell you. He told you it's just like having snow when it's time to harvest. He said that is the same equivalent in giving knowledge to a fool.
Good.
You know what it look like? You out there trying to harvest and it's snowing.
Ridiculous.
He said they don't even go together. He said neither giving a fool knowledge. He said it don't make no sense whatsoever. It ain't even timely. Okay? Let's see what provision he made for you. See that in the book of Yirmiyahu, the 3rd chapter, 3 and
That's
1.
right.
That's why you pay me.
Yes, sir.
Yah, Ram, Yahu. But see, you had to learn that in the 24th chapter so you understand what it was like to get you out of the womb.
Right.
You had to understand that. How is you going to understand that? Because you're going to go some spirit. See, it's spiritual. I can't explain it. I know. It's like snow in the time of harvest. Make as much sense as you have in knowledge when we need it. And that's right, it's not proper. So we sit down, we had to understand what we were doing. That's how important the was. When he opened his eyes, he had to be able to see. Listen,
They say,
what they do.
if a Ish put away his Ashah,
And
she go from him,
does what?
become another Ish,
Shall?
he return unto her again.
Shall he return to her? Shall,
Not the Arat be greatly polluted.
why would he ask you that?
Gonna fall
That's
back
the
on.
Torah. You have a conversation with us. You're going to talk to me as a man that taught me about our law. These are our statutes. But,
Thou hast played the Zonah with many.
he called her, what did he call her? Zenith. What was Zonan? Is what they had. That's for temple harlotry. Let's look at Zenith. These are different whores. See, these hoes ain't clean, brother. Some other hoes clean. These hoes not clean. They got clean hoes and dirty hoes. I'm so confused. To commit adultery, usually of the female. That's to commit fornication, to commit rape. That's what the man did. Well, hold on, so. Shechem. We was in Shechem. That was their name. His law so long for it too. But it sure caused him to die. To commit idolatry. This is what we did. They're gonna put the Jewish people, we don't have nothing to do with them people, but the Yehudi people being regarded as the people being regarded as the spouse of Yahuwah. That's right. I already know what it is when I tell you. That's why when you read it, he had to tell it to because you was a man. So he gave us codes and creeds that say you can't come back. See, that's why when he put us away and we knew that we were his, and we knew that we were his Asham, we already know how this go. And then you put us away and you said we committed Zanu, which meant we committed adultery. That's right. I know when a man commit adultery on his wife, he gotta put her away and she can go and be somebody else because she no longer belong to him. But if that other one get rid of her, or if he dies, she can't come back.
Ain't come back.
Because it would defile the land.
That's right.
So we know we left out how tragic it was. See what we know? We've been serving ignorance so long, we don't think about it. For them, they understood when they left. They understood what things meant for them. When you told them this, that they committed zanath, they knew what that meant. We commit adultery because we're regarded as your spouse. Is this the same thing as if when a woman commits adultery on her husband? Then we can't. So you got to look at how they looked at Jerusalem. We can't come back. We're not going to make it back. That's why Yahuwah had to give us Nakum. Because we didn't think we'd make it back. So do you know how valuable the bar was for us? Because that meant we would have needed something. Huh? Hold just say that Yeshayahu Zanah. Say that Yeshayahu. See if it's 50. Try 50 and 1. Let's see. Maybe. Let me see. Just thank you. Listen to this.
Thus saith Yahuwah,
Where?
is the bill of your aims divorcement.
Uh-oh. By?
Whom have I put away? Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you?
Whoa. You know what you do? Sometimes when you have a debt and you can't pay it, what you can do? You can give them something in exchange for it. Let me get that car. Let me get that animal. Give me that flower. What happened to Rudy? You in the spirit? That's right. I'm with you. I know Rudy do. How Dwayne doing? Is he like he with me? He said he can't hear. So if he is, he ain't making enough noise, is he, Rudy? So think about it as a man. How many of y'all know about that? Sometimes when you owe a debt, a person can say, might say, well, since you can't pay, you say you can have this.
Right.
Remember on Life, when Ray wanted to gain the game, he said he had no money. He said,
That Daddy watch.
I got top shelf.
That's right.
And the man looked at it, he said, that'll work. I'll take that. He didn't have the money. So everything you would take, we understand it, don't
That's
we?
right. Yes, sir.
That he letting you know, let me give you another offering. If you don't understand what I'm telling you here in front of certificate of divorcement, by which I sent your aim away, or to whom of my creditors did I sell you? You went to Babylon. You went to the Pyra, who they call Iran. You went to the Medes. You've been all kind of people in captivity. And now you found out you were set there. He said, I actually sold you for a debt. You ain't gonna believe how that worked. You know that whatsoever two thing any each do, whether he be bond or free, the same he received Yahuwah. So I got rid of you on a debt. Huh? He let I got paid all my debt. That's what Michael Corleone did. He sat down. He told her he decided to be godfather to Connie Baby. He gonna pay, he gonna settle all family debts. Some involved people dying, getting rid of them. He said, well, I got rid of you. Let me see why he said. Now, how did he wind up getting rid of me for a creditor setting me? Huh?
For your iniquities have ye sold yourselves,
And,
for your ma'al is your aim put away.
see that? And for your transgressions, your aim was sent away. That's tight. He made it on you, he put it on your mother. Now, your call came back to talk to us about something about this. What did he talk to us about? Preacher.
By your,
That's tight. That is tight. He living in, oh, they ain't talking about him. We were asking one of his students. Anyone what y'all thinking, preacher? What y'all thinking? Your call talked about something like this to kind of give a religion. Preacher. And? Oh yeah, he is. Well, he a Shara. He ministered tomorrow. What happened? And? Y'all remember that? Mm. Where's that written?
18.
Rudy, can you do something with your members?
Chapter 18.
We got all these preachers in here, all these pastors now. Yahoo. That's a good answer. Cause he's a good in the bar. I don't know why you're using him right now, but he is really good. But no, what your call said it. What your call told him in 18:1 is what he was actually quoting. He told you how the Abbas had eaten sour grapes and the children's teeth were set on edge. That's the after effect that you get from when you eat something sour. And he was letting it know how it go. You said, woo, that's after you've eaten it. But he said it wound up trickling down to the children, which made sense only because of, that's right, because the children were suffering because of the fathers. Now, why Jahi told you about the children suffering for the fathers, I don't know why, because if he'd have kept going down about the 20th verse, he would have told you about it. He said, no more shall the father. Check that mic back. I think it's a mic or some kind of verb, but he talked about how they weren't going to die anymore because of the ma'al of the children. And neither were the children going to be put to death for the kata of the arm. He said, but every ish was going to pay for his own iniquity. Let me make sure they can read it so they don't say I quoted it. Your kazakal. 18. So you had to keep reading. He quoted 1. Don't y'all want to understand it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see what he told him. Listen.
The Debar of Yahuwah came unto me again, saying, what mean ye that ye use this mashali concerning the arats of Yasharal, saying, the Abba have eaten sour grapes,
But
their beneath teeth are set on edge.
see that? I became dull. I don't know why I become dull. Why would you use dull from that? Anything be a sour taste. Something that are dull will be something that kind of work against something sharp. But he put dull, which might be his word equivalent. They've used probably dull. Now I need to look up this. Might be the last part. First part might actually right to left. The last part. Okay, to be dull. Be set on edge. Be blunt. From grapes? Look up, let me see I want to see the definition for dull. You talked about you being dull of hearing. Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
When he told you that since you just hollered it so fast?
Right.
Abare, tell them what chapter, what verse. Verse 10. I'm gonna cut that ministry down. We fight preachers in here. That go. Who cares? Dull moment, dull meaning. Just curious now how they're using it. Based on how they're using it, don't that make sense to find out? Arouse, little interest. Okay. Dull, adjective. Arousing little interest, lacking liveliness, boring. So this is what I would say there. Lacking liveliness. Not brisk or rapid, sluggish. Not having a sharp edge or a point. Typically when you look at, I think if I'm correct, you use sharp edge as a person being smart. Blunt. Not intensely or nearly felt. Not bright. Your kids are not bright. Vivid or shining. Cloudy or overcast. Not clear. Or what's that?
Resonant.
Resonant. No. Let me see what Google says. I don't know about y'all. I like to know what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm saying when you're looking at eating, I can see how James would have rendered it. The teeth set on the edge, kind of give it that tang. Lacking interest or excitement. Dull. Comparative adjective. Duller. Superlative adjective. Dullest. Interesting, boring. Tedious. Tiresome, wearisome, dry. Person feeling bored. Dispirited. Lacking brightness, vividness, or sheen. Nobody that sheen, especially if you got an afro.
Right.
And distinctly felt, not acute. Let's start with, it was a dull pain in his lower jaw. You could do that. Now, we could possibly, from looking at this, and distinctly not acute. There was a dull pain in the lower jaw, which it was minor. What we said was minor. What would y'all say that? So, because you would think about it, if you ate something sour, typically it gives like that tang. So you hear, woo, like sour apple, but yet they didn't really feel it. So that made me have to look at that differently. Because he rendered this dull. So I can't go with the same thing, which could mean that it wasn't acute to them. Maybe they didn't actually catch on to what was happening. Because, we've been teaching how the children's teeth were set on, let me say that, they ate sour grapes and their teeth were set on edge. But then he put in this dull. So it was not acute. They didn't catch it. They didn't get it. I don't know. Maybe.
I was gonna say, I think it's almost like a metaphor in a sense where they're saying that the parents ate so much that the child's teeth are dull, almost like kind of like a rapper. If I they never tell me ran, but it passed down to them in a sense. In a second, I think they ate so much grapes that their teeth, the children's teeth are dull because they ate so much. Where I'm thinking in Qatar, they send so much that they sit their children.
Hold on, stop. Go back to where you were. I got what you're saying, metaphor. But for them, it had to be practical. Slow to understand. It could actually go to slow to understand. And the reason why I tell you that are stupid, because Yeshayahu told them that all your benin shall be taught of me. Just kind of get an idea. I got what you're saying, like you're saying, a metaphor, but for them, it had to be something they had to understand. Got to be plain for them to understand. Let's read it again. Because it could be slow to understand or stupid because it makes sense with Yahoo 3:16 that he was going to give them Ra'ah, which was going to feed them with knowledge.
Understand.
And that was right after he talked about recovering them in that 3rd chapter.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things they didn't understand. Your car's a call. 18. So. Appreciate it, Moses. No. Let me see one again and read down. Y'all had to forgive me if I want to know what I'm doing. This verse 1? Because I'm saying it 2. All right, that's it. I'll read. Then the Baal Yahuwah came to me saying, what is it to you that you use this? Let's look at the Marshallah. Look up proverb, Marshallah. Marshallah. To pity, maximum, usually of a metaphorical nature. You said metaphor. A simile as an adage, poem. Some original sense, superiority and mental action. Byword, like proverb. Adage, discourse. Look at adage. Hello? A proverb or a short statement expressing a Okay. All right, let's go back. Use this. Marshall concerning the Beth of Yasharal saying, what do you use for this? Abath, eat the sour grapes, but the teeth of the Benin are dull. Let's see what happens. As I live, declares my Adon Yahuwah, there's not to you any longer occasion to use this Marshallah in Yasharal. Behold, they are all the Nafash, TH plural to me, as the Nafash of the Abba, also the Nafash of the Ben, they are to me. The Nafash that Kata Kataf, he put THN. It shall. Okay. Go ahead. But
if a ish be sadat and do that which is lawful and sadiq, and hath not eaten upon the harem, neither hath lifted up his
hold on
own.
for a second. From a dental perspective, I'm correct. There are certain things I think with certain sour things that can't damage your teeth. Am I correct? Just a minute. Sour. I don't know, strong, sour. I know she worked in I know she worked in the dental field. Can. Well, you can lose certain things you could do can take enamel off. There's certain things you could do that can't damage them. Metaphorically speaking, but then it looked at certain things that the Abba did. It could have caused damage to them. It would have damaged their teeth. And the damage they got, because then you want to look, and the reason why I say that you look at dull makes sense, because we got to go back to our operations. Put the chart up there. It's got to make sense. Pa, shun, come down. Shun. Y'all see there?
Yes, sir.
The shun, which were the,
Two front teeth.
which were what?
Sharp.
And that makes sense why he used dull. So now we're talking about there with damage. Because you gotta remember what the teeth do, to eat, to press, and when the words come out, remember they were sharp. Let me see. Pick me up at 4, Iberine 4, 12. Iberine 4 and 12. Iberine, they call it Hebrews. Appreciate y'all patience. Let's see what happened. 4
The bar of Elohim,
is
quick
Which
and
is
powerful,
and acts effective. And
sharper
stop. Than any,
two-edged sword,
how many the shun got?
2.
And they were sharp. From there it makes sense why they were dull. And
piercing even to the dividing asunder of the nephash and ruach,
and
of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the law.
schemes of the law. So now we look at dull teeth. So our Arbori chart helps us out. Because we're looking for sour teeth on edge, dull. Some people grind their teeth in the night,
That's right.
and they'll grind them and dull them. But see, what they knew about the teeth, they knew about the 2 teeth, the shun. They knew it was sharp, just like certain things they knew about the teeth. Because sometimes you say stuff to people, they say, man, that was kind of cold. You kind of cut them when you said it. It came from the part and from between the teeth.
Right.
That was sharp. And when he talked about the Ari, he talked about his cheek teeth. How sharp. You know, if you watch Ari, he got 2. He'll do this here.
That's right.
That's how he cut. That's how he gets you. He got other 2, but it's the 2, the one they lock, they inner channel down, that's how he divide. When he catch you, he's gonna catch you in the throat typically. This is a killer moth for him. He'll give you the kiss of death, but his signature move, if he get on you and he work his way around your throat, he's gonna lock. And you know what he's gonna do? He's going to divide. He's gonna divide it. And you know what he's gonna separate? The Ruach and the Nephash.
Right.
Because the spirit gonna leave. He's gonna divide it. It's sharp, he's gonna divide it. If he ever gets to that throat he locked down, he's going to divide it. He knows exactly how to lock down and do it, and he's gonna know you'll leave his whiskers. When he lock around, everything is set. His whiskers are designed to cut home right in on you, so he knows when you're breathing. When he start feeling the breath, that's when he let go. He's not gonna let go till he know. You'll never see Ari let go and something jump up and run. He don't let go because he got his whiskers. He's perfectly designed. When he locks in, when he get in your mouth, his whiskers are right at your nose. And you breathing, his whiskers doing this. They sensors for him. When he know they stop moving, he can let go, he know you're dead. He's not gonna put his paw on your chest and say, hold on for a minute. He don't have that technique. That's not what we give him. He perfectly designed him that when his whiskers let go, that's what these are for us. They help him in the night. They do, they help him in the later. That's how they can detect when prey and stuff moving too. Not just listening, they whiskers work for them. They work for him. They senses for him. He detects stuff from his whiskers. Don't worry about it. So now it makes sense now. So you see what happened for the word? What is it? Kai, and it acts effective, and it's sharper than any two-edged sword, and it piercing through even to the whatever they put the differating, divide and differate between the nephash and the ruach, and between the joints and the marrow, and is able to judge. I say enable. Don't tell. And discerner. They put discerner.
Yes, sir.
Which makes sense. We looked that up. Don't know what a judge does. Discern by comparing. When did Tamar ask them to discern? She said the staff, the bracelet. Then she told them to discern, and the ring. Why would you tell you to discern if I give you something? How you gonna discern? You ain't got nothing. Discern it for me. Discern it. What am I judging? I need something to compare it to. What do you, see what I'm saying? What would they do for? Come on, you supposed to be a man of God. There's discern. I got it. What is it? You stupid. How you know that? I know it, and I know I'm right. Isn't that right? So looking at the shun, let's see the shun again. The shun, the two teeth. Sharp, press, because we got them, you press down, they'll leave the mark, won't they? Same thing with the word, it'll leave a mark too. On the day of Ukak Shabur, he said, now when they heard this, what did they hear? That's right, and it cut them, it was sharp, it pressed. Isn't that right? Okay, I'm just trying to help us out. Because I want to just kind of understand he using dull from them eating. So now we kind of look at the word, so you can see they start had a lack. It wasn't coming as clean for them, was it? Okay, let's go back. Verse 20 is what I wanted to get. We kind of got on this for a minute, but I did want to understand why he said dull. Look at 20. 18, 20, Yakazakal. Would you say Malachi? Yakazakal, please. 18 and 20. I try to let y'all go because I not talk to y'all a little bit, you know. But y'all need it too.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Y'all need that natural. You need that because he give you natural. You got natural him. Mm-hmm. You need. I'm telling you, that don't make sense. That don't make sense to teach people this, and they don't know how to live.
That's right.
I'm just being honest with it. This don't teach you how to make no money.
That's right.
You gotta know how they work. It's a survival behind it.
That's
so
right.
they would just walk around all the time. All they doing is reciting the word. How them folk were doing business and billing? Them people had trades.
That's right.
How they never got no city built just sitting down reading no word? Them folk had, come on, I mean, being honest, they had people collecting taxes. Them folk, you getting tribute, doing all kind of, you had to get the money with tribute, money you gave toward it. You were contributing. They had people how they gonna contribute? All they were doing something, man, ain't got nothing, I've been just reading the word. I ain't had time to even go to work. Like, man, you finna have your behind out of him. Man, how them folk had vineyard, them folk were working, plenty of folk were trading, people were bringing them goods.
That's right.
They were coming to the gate, so how they gonna pay for fish? Man, I ain't got nothing but prayer today, I'm be honest with you. So I hope you got some bread to put that prayer between you. You ain't getting no fish. We were trading. How about the one, how about Kyle? Who they call the virtuous woman? That woman was seamstress, sewing. That woman going, the merchant, she was buying property, and wasn't no woman around better than her.
Right.
You ain't even hear them talking about her reading no book. Man, every night she have her Bible. She fall asleep with it on her chest. These folk were doing business too.
That's right.
I'm just being honest. Folks dumbed us down. The nigga is broke and ignorant.
Yes, sir.
Because they intentionally taught us wrong. They ain't never had us sit down. We read stuff, we said, well, that's between the Lord. The Lord don't want us to know it. And that's how we ran out with our ignorance. And it hurt us. The Nephish, who?
Kata, it shall move.
It just put shall die. It singles out the person that does it, but this tells them the same thing. The
Ben
shall not
bear the iniquity of the Abba, neither shall the Abba bear the iniquity of the Ben, the Sadiq, the righteousness of the Sadiq.
What do you call righteousness? Sadiqah of the Sadiq. Hold on. Sadiq. Shiva, it's got an E type behind it. Here he's using an I type. Sadiq. They're using Sadiq. Sadak. That's how you pronounce it, Boston. The E is silent, but the K-T-H, righteousness.
Huh?
Sadak. I'm trying to pronounce it with the T-H on the end of it. Sadak. Sadak. Y'all got that? Sadak. Because you got the TH at the end, almost like using the TH and the mem are usually for plural words. Y'all got it?
Preacher, would you not use the ku that's right there?
Well, the coup. I'm trying to get it in there too. I did. Sit down. That's why I'm getting the. I'm trying to get the.
Okay.
Ka'at. See. Digak.
Sitka.
Come
What
on,
you
Chris,
saying?
you heard, boss.
Hold on, what you saying?
I said
Yeah,
it first, though.
Hold on for a minute. What you saying, Chris?
I
Chris,
said
we're
it
gonna have a
first.
vote on YouTube. Let the YouTube people decide. We ain't got time to keep. What did you say? What did you say so we make sure your word right?
said
Where else
sit-
can y'all go and do this?
I said Sitka.
If it was a good Baptist church, the chairman deacon, I had to pull them off you. Ain't that right? What did you say? Hold
Sitka.
on, stop it. What you said?
Sitka.
Yeah, we say you sick too. You've been killing that. I'm trying to, because I'm trying to enunciate and recognize them the cool, Shiva, because the E, what it says almost silent. You said one that got an I type at the end. So they're different. You see why? Because you will basically spell both of these the same way. But unless you're reciting, you won't know righteousness from righteous or right. Righteous. You see what I'm saying? So they did this to signify that when they heard out, this is based off of what they wrote. Please don't go tell nobody I said that now. But based upon the way they heard them verbalize it, they could see there was a distinction between what we would say like righteousness versus righteous. So that's why you'll see it. Sod, TS. See, okay, see, and then he got an I type him, which is probably a Y, I don't know. Got a Y, I type him. See, here you got Saw, but you got that Saw. You got the Saw, here you got said, yeah. Said it, so you got to put, yeah, that's an E, double E, N, C. What you finna do? Oh, you just gonna pull it up on down and see how they break it down? You gonna just pull it up and show how they break it down? Okay. You didn't do that though. That's Sadak. Sadaka. We said, oh, said. It's almost like this. Saw it. I mean with the ED. Said. Sedekah. Sadak. Right. Rightness. What they would call righteousness. Sadaka. Justice, moderately. Right, righteous. Righteous. Or right at, or rightly. This ain't Riley, rightly. Now folks try to think, dang, that's my name, rightly. Am I not rightly called Riley? Well, take all kind, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, Sadaka. So Sadaka, y'all want to write this down? Sadaka will be for rightness, right, righteous, rightly. We say Sadiq, Sadak. So Sadak would be righteous. Well, let's put a right Sadak. To be right. Yeah, okay. To be correct.
When we say
Sadak.
Sadaqah, that's almost like righteousness. When you saying Sadaq, that means you're correct, you're right, like you're on the right path. Like.
Thank you, Boston. I appreciate that. Would you talk to me? No. Okay, yeah. All right, to make right. All right, y'all got that? Cleanness. So now we see Sadaq, talking about being when a man should be Sadaq, he should be cleansed. Clear himself. Okay? Clear self to be or clear self to do. So just like with the, let's look at this. The Kohan. What would be the first order he has to do? That's right. So now that means he would have to be Sadaq, which means before he was going, he would have to period. That's when we talk about in the book of Abri, how there were different types of washing. So for him, he would have to be Sadaq because he had to cleanse himself. When he told her, wherefore, beloved, Sadaq. So that's right. And then he told you to do something after, which was what? That's speaking tongues. So that way no man know what you say. I don't know say tongue ta ta. That man, look, you know him. Kashi said, I understand him. Yeah, he be knowing that Japanese and that Chinese, all that stuff, with that Wu-Tang. You listen to Wu-Tang Clue? Wu-Tang, you there? You like them? Did they do everybody with Kung Fu fighting too? Everybody with Kung Fu fighting. He like that. He's so happy. He's happy like a Buddha dog. We be happy like a pot of chicken, like a pot of chitlin. He happy like a Buddha dog. Don't worry about it. I can't help everybody. Rub his belly. So when the Kohan, what they call the priest, before he would do the service, he would have to, why? So why? He would have to clear self to be and clear self to do because he was doing the service. So now when he told you, wherefore beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the ruach, basar and the ruach, from the filthiness of the flesh and ruach, doing what? So can you perfect it before? No. So Sadaq makes sense because you will be cleansing, clear self to be in order to do and to be justified and to justify. You cannot do it if you're not clean. There's no way. You know what people try to do? I'm trying to do a righteous act, but you're still filthy. You see what I'm saying? You have to be Sadaq. So that helps us because we understand the importance of it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm finna start living right. But first of all, have I cleansed myself? That's the first order because you're talking to people as Kohans. He will have to wash himself. He's got to be cleansed. He got to cleanse himself. You know the first thing he would have the Kohan to do? Tell him louder. Why you look like that? He said, that man said, no, you're exactly. Why? He had to clear himself first. Cleanse yourself first. He crying. That Wu-Tang thing was serious, wasn't it? That man, he said, oh, that made me, he said like Toy Story 3. And the Lion King. Simba now. Up Simba now. Something is wrong with y'all. But does that make sense to y'all? Because before he will offer anything for the people, he had to first offer himself, which means he had to cleanse himself first. Y'all got it? Clear himself first. Because you remember, when he goes in, if it's wrong, it's at the point of moot for him. Yeah. That's the same thing for us. And wrong, it's at the point of moot for us. Right. So the first thing we got to do is cleanse ourselves. Clear yourself. Kafar would happen to be one of those things we do, so you can clear yourself. Right. Before there's any acceptance, in the 26th chapter of the book of Uyakra, they call Leviticus. When he told us about how we're supposed to operate, we're supposed to eat old store because of the new. So when we gathered in and we took in, it was also so we understood how the word works. There was never a reason to get rid of the old or consume the old until you got the new. He said you should eat old store. Why? So they said, I got the New Testament. What you doing? If you got the New Testament, what are you supposed to be eating? See, when my God came, he got rid of the new. You know what we do? Years ago, you put food in the freezer, you rotate. Now my wife over knew, I know she probably rotate now. Yeah, but that's how we do. We put stuff on top we want now. I just bought them in the store. That's what I'm gonna eat now. It's stuck down there praying. It done frozen with praying. That thing locked up. I'm talking the bowels locked up in it. I know we can't cook it. It's gonna take 3 months. But how many of y'all do that? But see, for them, they understood the rotation. Again, you understand in what order. What comes first? You see what I'm saying? You rotate. So, soon we go get it, we like, that what I mean. Sometimes you can do that, but how many of y'all done got hit by that not rotating? How many of y'all are trying to hold off without that? Ed, I know you rotate. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? He get the spoon, the fork, the spoon, the knife. He study rotating. That's like, I ain't like that. I sweat for that one. So that would have taught them how things work. Again, we're dealing with the order. So we had to understand the cleansing part. You just like when we were dealing with Dole, I appreciate you, but when we go back to our alabet, where it puts us right back to what? Something being sharp. He was talking about the teeth. So we go back and look at the teeth, and we look at exactly what the word, because it kept us on point. Right. Sometimes when you answer a question, they say, you sharp today. Yeah. And amazing they will tell you that. Right. They became dull. They became dull. And a lot of times with a knife, they become dull, it loses what? Its effectiveness. Right. You got what I'm saying? So there are things we look at that we can compare from a natural sense. Right. Y'all got it? Because of what the Arbors have done, it wound up making them dull. They weren't as sharp. Right. You know what I'm saying? They weren't as understanding. Right. They weren't as knowledgeable. It makes sense because he took these things away because he saw the misuse we had. You know, right? Just like you do your kid, you say, I bought it. Look at you making a mess with this. Give me this stuff here. You take it from them. And you weren't using it. They're thinking, what happened? I ain't like the way you use it. You weren't using it properly. I didn't buy it for that. I didn't give it to you for that. So therefore, I wound up taking it away, and now your kid's not as sharp. Think about who's supposed to teach them. If I take away from you, what you gonna tell them? And what Beth, Dabri Hayyamin, 2 Chronicles 15 chapter, he talked about that. And for a long season, Yasharal had been without the Ma'alahim and without what? Without teaching Kohanim and without Torah. He took it away. I took all these things away from. So let me ask you a question: how sharp are you going to be now? So who's suffering? That's right. That's right. That's right. Even Shaul said he had of whom he had many things. Well, the Abari writer, he said, of whom I have many things to say, but seeing became dull of hearing. So you're not even sharp. Some people sharp, they pick right up. They pick stuff they hear. He said, you see that? You're not as smart. You're not as interested as you was. So a lot of these things we look at, we can go back and look at our chart, and it helps us to understand how they saw things. how they understood things, because you're trying to, again, you can't keep using all this modern stuff and all this stuff that we have because it don't work for what they had. They didn't have that. You know, I'm gonna say, come on, I'm gonna say Abraham down. I'm gonna show him Microsoft Word and how he could really get it. This man don't know what I'm talking about. This man dealt with as plain and simple. I understand process. I understand time. Like I said, in the process of time. Isn't that right? It takes time to process. There, he look, see, in the process of time, certain things, they start understanding what they got to know, what times and seasons. The first thing he set them down, he set order. What did he do? He set it up based off of time. So when Shaul came along in 1 Thessalonians, guess what he told you? You have no need. Yep. Doesn't lead again the right answer. Or what? But you have no need of the time this season. And so, no, you just too far gone. We're trying to reel you in, fish. Reel that fish in. No, but see, start with of the times and seasons. You know, timing, because you know perfectly well how we set up time. How we do days? By months? We do it, that's right. We use the Shemash. We use the Shemash, just how it moves, how it operates. What was it first? Day or dark? Dark. What did he cause to come? Listen, this side, I don't know what the hell. I don't know if y'all got doors, somebody got stuck, I don't know. But no, that's right, use the Shemash. So the Shemash would basically come along and let us know what? When it's set again, we were right back where we started. So that means it ended and something else is coming in. Now a new one comes. When it comes up again, so we start understanding day. Then we understood out by watching what the Shemash do. They started timing. He told us, are not there 12 hours in? He said, in a you? Which means people started to know how to set time, and they needed to know how time worked during the day. How are we going to know to set that man up at noon? This is going to be almost a middle point for us. We're counting up 2, then we start counting down. So they had to know that, because he told you what was going to happen. If they didn't know the time of day, how are they going to know, and he told them at the high time that it was going to be dark? Hello? So he told her it was high time for her to wake out of sleep. High time for her is noon. Nobody sleeps to noon. Our body was disciplined to lay down with and to get up with. Old people used to do that. Listen, old folk work them high through the day. And that thing, they go, my dad know it started getting dark. That man head to the bed. I'm telling you, it started getting, man, he said, go to 7 o'clock. That man, you be thinking, man, please, I ain't been gonna sit no 7 o'clock. I mean, you go in your room and go to sleep. I ain't never tell him that, but I mean, if the spirit lead. That man going to bed, man, 7 o'clock, that man heading to sleep. That thing gone, by the time Anna Griffin done go all that man, all right, time to go to sleep. You be like, hey, I be sitting like them roaches, like, we gonna let him go, we gonna play when he go to sleep. And then, hey, by the time that man get up, that man wake the sun up. He kicked the rooster, boom, he head to work. Now how you did it, them old folks, how they got it? They got up with it, laid down with it. So they understood time. Their body even signaled to know what time it was. They had to walk around the world. They knew your body senses in with nature. That's what they, look, man, we saw out of whack. It was on 12 o'clock. Man, I'm gonna be going at 3 o'clock in the morning because they done screwed us up. That man told you know who he said be in the nighttime, be up? They get drunk. He said, when they do it? In the night. He said, we not other night. We are the what? What are you? So that's how we walk. When? Because there's no occasion of stumbling. We got our order. We can see. So this gave them a parallel to understand their relationship with Elohim. There was no way he finna get them people to come out there and start walking out no night for no Mizraim. Man, you better cut that light on. We ain't stupid. Dark out there. These niggas crazy. They had us for 400 years. I can't see nothing. Is that Pharaoh? No. Niggas start running, niggas scary. Look at that bloody lamb. Niggas done tore stuff and killed each other and sworn each other up. Man, we need lights. I gotta put the Yorick up here. I know it's funny, but you understand, it makes no sense. What we gonna be out here walking around here pitch black dog? That man done told you, yea, do I walk through the valley of the, what he said? So what did that tell you when he told you about dark? Bad stuff happening at night. What happened to Miss Raheem at night? They died. Folk were dying everywhere, babies. He said, but what did he say? Why he wasn't going to fear? What did the book tell you Elohim was? And in him is no could shock at all. That's why he said he wasn't afraid of it, because you were with us. The rod, that lumbered us, that pulls us out, that got us. No, stay over here, over here. That's what the shepherd used to protect, to fend off the wolf. The sheep have confidence in the rod because his job is to defend. And he's going to move them west and safety. Ain't no shepherd finna take no sheep, cross no running water with no crocodile in there. He like, no, they'll get ate up. We don't cross no crocodile. Them sheep like, man, you pretty stupid. Real stupid. Isn't that right? And when you go to sleep tonight, don't count me, nigga. One sheep. They like, no, they gonna know. Sheep not gonna let you count them man like that, no. That Ra already know where he gonna lead them about. That's why he looked at Yahuwah. That's why he was able to, they knew him to be a Ra. He could cause them to see. He brought them out with the Yarick and in full strength. In complete darkness, they could see. That's what a Ra do, cause you to see. Yes, y'all ain't gonna believe it. People don't accuse me of being one. Yeah. So that kind of allowed us to understand. And now he put it on the Sadiq, well, Sadaka. Is that it? Is that the gum or the candy? Which one? Sadaka. Who? Oh, man, hold on for a minute. Where we at? Yeah. But when we looked it up, they don't spell it this way. But it's, we going to, with this help. It's for the adjective, the ness, yeah. Like Elliot ness. Who? Hasadiq. Yeah, righteous. Which we picked it up over him. Sadiqah would be for righteousness. Sidka. Sidka. Okay, righteousness. And then we look at Sadak for cleanse, to be clear, and to be able to do. To be cleansed to do. Correct? Put up back on the one, yeah. Sadak, to make right, you're right, but I also like the fact of being cleansed, or the clear self, to be, to do, and to justify. That's why you're going to be able to come back and cleanse, to be able to justify us. He told us to cleanse your hands, ye. No, he told you to cleanse your hands, you Kata'im. He called you double-minded. That's what Jacob told us. He told you to cleanse your hands, you sinners. So for what? So you can be able to do, or to be, so you can be justified. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it, is to cleanse yourself, right? Hello? That's it. When our uncles, our 11 uncles, got jammed up in the Cape of the Stolen Cup, they asked him to check their bags. For what reason? Because they were trying to clear themselves. They were trying to show they was clear so they could be justified. And they put themselves under penalty, and whoever you find in his bag, all of us will be your Abedin. They were willing to put all of them under that yoke. They were all under the yoke of, if you find it in one of our bags, all of us will be yours. And when he found it, he found the cup, He said, not so. He said, Elohim wouldn't accept it. He told him that. He said, no. He said, I couldn't do that. He said, it'd be Rosha to do that. He said, but the one that had the cup. He said, Elohim wouldn't go along with him doing it. He said, it wouldn't be right. So if we come back to your call, he said, it wouldn't be right to do it. He said, the one that did it. That's right. Yosef told us that.
That's right.
They all agreed that if you found it in any of our bags, all of us would be your Abedin. But he told them not so. He said, I'm not going to do Rosh with Elohim. He said, but the one that got the cup, that's who's going to be my Abedin.
That's right.
That's who's going to be my servant, my Abad. Don't it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So it makes sense when you came to your call and told us, no. Said nobody shouldn't pay for what somebody else done. The one that did it, that's who should pay for it. So we go back through our Torah and start looking historically how things were done. It makes sense. I know what I told you, how I was going to send it down through, but let's come back and look at it. The one that did it, that's who should have to pay for it. Hello? That don't make sense to y'all? So when we start to see these things, these aren't new things, these just implementing action that were already there. You can be the product of somebody else's wrongdoing and you had no intent or will behind it. They weren't trying to take the man's cup. When they found the money, they said we tried to give it back. They said when we left, we found the money in our bags. The man put it back in our bags and we left it there. And now it makes us look a type of way. And they was concerned about doing what? Hello? I can't do what? No, a little lower. Honest men, they were worried about cleansing themselves. Come on, guys, we right here. Why y'all going somewhere else? They was worried about being Saddam. They were trying to make sure they were clear. They wanted to clear themselves. Remember that Abba wanted them to go back to Mizraim to do what? And they couldn't go back there unless. Because what were they accused of? That they were spies. That you came here so you could spy out the Arats. You're trying to pose yourself if people were coming here for a famine. And they were worried about trying to make sure they were cleansed, that they would clear themselves. So they could do, because the Abba want them to go back to get some Lakam. And they knew they had to be justified to do that. No ish can come under me. How did they wind up going to Mizraim? That's what he told you, didn't he? He said no ish can come under me except the Abba went sent me drawn. Hello?
Yes, sir.
And he said, I was to rock them up. You ain't gonna believe when. And that's what Yahuwah did. He told Abraham they were gonna be there for 400 years. And then he's to rock them up in 400 years.
That's right.
They couldn't go there unless the Abba sent them.
That's right.
You ain't gonna believe it. I do this for a living.
Yes, sir.
I know we kind of went around the world. Still right.
Yeah.
That too. He said, Mr. Hill. All to the bottom.